Best Damn Sports Podcast, period. 806. 806. 806. Catching the vibe. 806. I love a night. 806. 806. 806. 806. Shout out G. 806. 806.
We're now in the mix with DJ Wolfka.
You already know what it is. Your boy Melly Mullen. This is the Best Damn Sports Podcast, period. This is 806 The Show. We have a fantastic show for y'all today. As always, I'm joined by my co-host to the left, the heavyweight champion of the world, former YS Super, and Chinese food connoisseur. Make some noise for REG.
Welcome back.
Another week of sports. Another week of sports.
Ready for this, boy. I'm fucking ready for this.
And my co-host to the right, former Salem High football captain, inventor of the Sanchi Special, the suntan Superman himself. Make some noise for Sanchez.
Thank you guys.
Now, these fellas,
It's a whole dream.
these guys.
These two.
If you know me as a host and you've been on this show,
Dreams and nightmares.
you know how petty I can be. Oh, we're gonna start the show just like that, nigga. You guys think you're gonna skate in here just like, la, 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 la. Welcome back, guys. No.
Where are we going?
These guys, unfortunately, I want to use studded. I want to use those. Weren't able to make their last episode. Now, normally, and one knows this, normally, that's an automatic 1-year ban. Normally, that's an automatic. But because I love you niggas so much,
Y'all family.
I love y'all family, I had to let it slide.
That was my fault.
Not the 1 year moment. Don't give us the one.
Nah, come on. Give him a shot, man.
We need the back.
That's real.
Make some noise around here and shout everybody. It's all love. But on the real, that 1-year ban is a real ass thing.
Facts. It should be. It should be.
You
As
guys
it should. As it
These are for
should.
niggas we don't
Y'all
really
niggas
know
is
like
getting
that.
up. Y'all niggas is going crazy, bro. Stop playing, bro. Real shit. Y'all mean? How
Shit
it
happens.
is. Put boundaries on y'all shit. Real shit.
Oh, trust me. There's a couple people with lifetime bans. Trust me.
Yeah, real
coming
shit.
back.
That's what we talking
Lifetime.
about, man.
That's what we talking about.
Yeah.
But
Y'all know who y'all is too, man.
we're here to talk some hoops.
Hell yeah. Hoop talk.
And we'll get to your LA team in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about the people who are actually still playing.
Only two teams.
NBA Finals, man.
So,
It's
I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, this looking spooky right now.
We're recording this a day after game one.
Yup.
Yesterday, I was at a backyard pool having some beverages. And not gonna lie to you, I didn't even know Game 1 was playing.
Yeah, bro, I was lost.
You know why? Because it's Indiana versus motherfucking OKC.
It is a little different.
Yes, it is. Very different.
They were saying that it looks like a regular season game. You don't even see a final sign or anywhere. You don't even
It
know.
looks mad regular.
It looks like a regular ass.
It does look regular.
I hate that shit.
It looks regular.
you really don't expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they here again?
Yeah, for real.
Right?
And it's like you got all these niggas on these teams like Shea and Ty.
Bro.
Hey, y'all wanted to break up the super team, so this is what happens now. Ain't no super teams, ain't no
year is gonna
superstars
be-
in the fucking finals.
Every year's going to be a different champion.
Literally.
Here's what happens when LeBron leaves the East, huh?
It's a different.
Hasn't been a repeat Eastern Conference champion since LeBron left the East.
Nope. It's like 8 straight.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
That's
So
crazy.
before we get to our predictions, I think there's definitely the question that we need to answer, and it's about Adiel's favorite light-skinned player in the league,
Who's
Mr.
that?
Halliburton.
What the hell?
You know what it is.
Man, I thought he was going to say Tatum. I'm like, yo,
I'm not gonna lie to you, that nigga's been going off ever since you started hating on him.
He been going off.
I've been hating on
He
him
been
a long
going off
time.
when it matters.
So
When
the
it
question
very much
is, and
matters.
I think you guys know where I'm going. The
clutch.
question
He's clutch.
he's a clutch
Yeah,
player.
very clutch.
is Halliburton a superstar?
That's a crazy word. Strong word.
Very strong words.
I wouldn't say superstar.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
All right, so
It is throwing him off too
ready?
long.
I wouldn't say superstar because he's just going to give you the bucket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He does what the point guard does, of course, but I would say he was super point guard.
Yeah, I'll give him
know,
point
league,
guard.
but-
Like, don't get me wrong. Until they really
Future
lock
point
in
guard?
on him,
Future
yeah,
point guard?
future point guard. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Because
I'll give you that.
he's coming out like Rondo.
Yeah, 15 assists,
Well,
0
yeah,
turnovers.
we wasn't doing
It's
this.
like,
We
wasn't calling Rondo superstar.
yeah, I mean,
exactly.
wasn't, and playing elite defense. Yeah, I mean, guarding Braun.
Rondo
and all
wasn't the
types of
leader
shit.
of his team.
That's another reason why too. He has so many other stars overcrowding his name, where it's like it's tough to get your name fourth superstar on the team with Ray Allen and KG.
There's just a lot of
It's
players
mad names
that,
on
like,
that
we
bench.
treated. We didn't treat like a Chauncey Billups led his team.
I saw you tweet that and I was like, that is the most perfect comparison. I even argued.
Chauncey Billups led his team. He was clutch as shit his whole career.
Mr. Big Shot.
Mr. Big Shot got a ring.
Yep.
Never was a superstar.
We didn't call him a
We
superstar.
never treated him.
That team doesn't have any
that team
superstars.
was
It's okay
just-
to
yeah, it
have
was
great
such a
point
great
guards
team.
lead their
That's what
team.
you
You know what
want.
annoys me is like,
And that's what a point guard does.
yeah. But you know what kind of drives me a little.
Halliburton
It's like, if we could just remember, like I know everybody's trapped in the moment. Everything about the world right now is everything's happening right now. This man didn't even make the All-Star team.
Yeah,
Like 2 months ago.
He's still a two-time All-Star, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about a superstar now, nigga. Superstars don't miss no All-Star
saying
games.
he's a
What does a
superstar.
superstar miss an All-Star game?
He's an
nigga?
When does
All-Star.
a superstar miss the All NBA teams?
Exactly.
He's an
I
All-Star.
feel like him being in that.
He was.
Him being in that USA run, him being like I said, he didn't get much burn, but him being with that
At all.
USA team, bro,
Yeah.
had him lock in a different way.
Yeah, for sure.
And he
I
learned
think it
a
helped
ton.
everyone.
He learned a ton in that.
I
shit.
think he really got pissed off over the overrated
Oh,
shit.
absolutely.
That shit
Oh,
pissed him off.
yeah. That
That
put some
shit got
fire
him.
under him.
That
That
shit-
put some
oh,
fire
yeah.
under
Like,
him.
you know what's crazy? It's like every series because it was like right after they started doing that overrated shit. That's when he started hitting game winners. After that shit.
Like,
four
you know, this
already.
nigga had four in the playoffs. Some LeBron
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
one every round so far.
But then, like, he'll get that clutch shot, and people will forget he only had 14. And
Yeah,
nine.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what I'm
Chauncey
saying.
Billups.
So prior to that shot,
That's
he
why
had,
it's hard to be like
12
he's
points.
not
Like,
a superstar.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn,
Yeah.
you gotta cover this nigga though. If you want to win at the end of the game,
Like,
You know what I
how
mean?
they're winning too. How they're winning and he's only scoring 14 points.
Yeah, it's really.
How they're winning when they have like 15 or 30 fucking turnovers?
You know what I'm saying?
That's like at the same time, though, their team is so well rounded, bro. It's
Yeah.
underrated.
built well.
They have so many
Team
good
is
people. Like, Nembhard is
yes.
crazy, bro.
Siakam fits perfectly.
Neymar went crazy. I know
Yeah.
y'all saw that move.
Yeah, that one game,
Yeah.
that ain't made no damn
fuck.
sense.
He came out of nowhere, and I'm just like, yo, who is
6 threes
this
in 4
nigga?
minutes?
Last
Nah,
year, I
man.
was like,
Yeah, in like the last 4 minutes, right? Like
No, that should not
comeback was
happen.
crazy.
Bro, they had like 4 comebacks.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like 15, not like the
But that's how they
bullshit.
play.
I'm talking about
It's
like
crazy. They
15
play
point
no
leads
line, no
with like
D.
7 minutes left to the fucking
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Like
facts.
Yeah, even less.
in high school, you're putting in the fucking B team at that
Yeah,
point, nigga.
absolutely.
Like you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
you can't put B team
Yeah.
in no more.
Like Sages is coming into the game at that point. Sages is coming in.
Hitting that game winning.
Yo, 7 minutes. Yo, last 7-8 minutes, bro. In the fourth quarter, bro. I started rolling up, bro. I'm with the niggas. I'm like, man, this game.
Yeah, it's time.
Pacers just pack it up, bro. Pack it up. Then they started hitting them back to back. That's how Neymar
stopped
hit
watching.
fucking Shea with
And
that
then
move.
they went on a
Back, I was
12-2
like,
run.
fuck,
Like,
hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost went upstairs to go to sleep, man.
Yeah,
It's
what?
on.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I was like, oh,
finish the
no,
game. I
they
didn't watch
comes
it.
I
back.
had to finish the whole thing. I'm like, there's no
Bro.
fucking.
OKC got it.
Dog.
Honestly,
This
if
gonna be a sweep.
I advise y'all
Woke up like,
niggas.
what?
I advise y'all niggas to watch the rest of them games.
Oh, I definitely
we
will.
have to.
They
With
got
him, with the
I mean,
Pacers,
if you're gonna do
do
shit
not
like
stop.
that,
Yeah.
They definitely
like-
just was like,
it's
damn,
wild.
I can't be missing this.
Right. Like, luckily, my boy hit me up like halfway through the fourth, so we were talking the whole time. If it wasn't for him, I would have went to sleep. Like, I'm done.
I was definitely ready for bed. Like, yeah, out of here.
He's like, yo, you might do this. I'm
forgot they were
like,
in
watch
one.
him hit a game winner.
These games
and
are kind of
boom,
late,
holy
man.
shit.
I was Buchanan in already, nigga. I was fucking. I was at basketball.
Done, ready to
We're
go.
still playing. It's June, nigga.
Yo, facts. But I need my
said, who's in
NBA,
it?
bro. I
Yeah,
can't.
it's playing.
Playing.
I can't let the NBA
The problem with
go.
Halliburton is like, yo, he'll do some shit, and I guarantee you for game 2, game 3, he's gonna have like 8 points. They call him the toy date stats, nigga.
Yeah.
He's 7 and 6.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Jefferson's
He'll
in
do
the
that.
air.
And yo, if you're a superstar, you can't score under 20 points in the finals. You're not allowed.
Yeah, nah, you're not allowed to.
Under 20 points in the finals,
You're not allowed
unacceptable.
to. You're not
2010
allowed
for a
to,
point
bro.
guard.
That was
don't
a,
give a fuck what
and I'll
position
keep it a
you play.
stack. That was the problem with Jaylen Brown with the Celtics.
Yeah, but Jalen,
He didn't do his $300 million part.
He didn't.
This year or last year?
No, this year.
This year when
Absolutely. This
When-
year. Even
when
Tatum was-
JT
when
went down.
Tatum was there. I'm saying when he was there too. When they was
Was it that
beating
first game? Was it game 6?
both.
Listen.
I think
Both
with
first
JT
game
was
one
there,
and two.
He did have like 30 something that one.
He actually
I don't
that
want
was
to give
that
the
first.
guys
That was
The
that first.
second was like he fucked.
But
up.
that nigga did have a knee procedure right before the playoffs started, so he wasn't 100% Jaylen Brown.
He didn't have it. He had it after.
He had it before.
He had a shot.
Nigga, you getting a shot in your knees.
It's
Not
the
just
reason why he had a
They
shot.
didn't find out that his meniscus was torn.
there's a reason why
till
he had a
after.
shot.
Yeah, but you played with hurt, so he wasn't. and I don't
played-
think he played ass. He didn't play $300 million.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's like,
But
do
that's what
you
they was holding
niggas
him to.
expected Jaylen Brown to come back from 3-1 by
wanted it.
himself?
Keep
I
it-
wanted
Shut the
it.
fuck up,
That
nigga.
wasn't
Like,
gonna
come on.
happen. Absolutely not.
Let's
That
be
wasn't
real.
gonna happen.
Say that
Absolutely
down,
not.
and we all
They
do.
show the world.
should have been from the jump.
Once-
show the
Niggas
world,
smack
bro.
niggas from the
Once
jump.
Tatum
Once Tatum went down like
I was
that,
like,
don't
well,
get me wrong. Like I
alright.
said, niggas know I ain't a Celtics fan, but like I said,
Right.
once Tatum went down and I see niggas, the Celtics fans that still had hope, I was like,
That's
nigga.
me.
When Tatum, yo,
That's a real Celtic.
my nigga,
I hear it though.
When
I
Tatum
was
went
really-
down,
You gotta believe it won't
I
happen.
didn't even think the season. I skipped a year. The Tatum went down. I was like, all right, 2026 is a wash. We're gonna go to 2027. The next year's a wash. Celtics. Next year's a wash. Stop.
Nah.
it.
It's
Wash.
the East. It's still the East.
You'll
bro.
make the playoffs.
It's still the East, bro.
You have to change everything up.
We still got
I don't know.
JB,
Y'all gotta
we
get
got
so
White.
so listen. I
Yeah,
don't
but
even
what
know
if
if y'all.
they give
I don't even know if
JB
you get into
Nah, they're
more
not.
into this with
You
this,
don't do
but
so?
Nah. Porzingis or Drew.
that's a lot of money they gotta.
Somebody's leaving. Somebody's leaving.
Porzingis,
Exactly.
Porzingis
I
or
said-
Drew.
Drew's gone.
Once the
Both of
Celtics
them.
get into a losing streak next year before trade deadline, that's gonna
Losing streak is
that's
crazy.
Gonna
Before trade
that's
deadline.
gonna,
My nigga, before the
trade
NBA
deadline.
draft,
still
these
the
niggas are getting
East.
traded. What are you talking about? We ain't waiting till no fucking regular season. Yo, think about
flags
it.
gonna go up.
You're
How
a
long?
big money owner, right?
Losing to-
You just bought the Celtics.
Cause
And they tell you, like, yo,
Right.
you gotta pay the salary and $250 million tax. He said, no, the fuck I'm not.
Then you got a 300.
I'm trading that tall ass fucking Ebola having ass nigga out the goddamn team. This nigga has a fucking STD. He don't want to tell nobody. I know what the fuck you were doing out there. Fuck out of here, nigga. Trade that nigga sick ass nigga. European ass nigga. Drew Holiday is. We love you, but you old. You got bad knees. You're done.
Yo, bro,
Gone.
that's another one.
Horford,
play
we
with
love
retired.
you.
I know.
We'll go sit in the bench and be
Drew,
Blake
I
Griffin,
felt like
nigga.
was
We
like
don't need
the
you to play
key
no
that we
more.
needed.
Drew.
But he just-
Horford needs to just for Jimmy
no, no, no.
Fill up his spot with
Derek
someone
White
else.
was
Give me Blake Griffin on the other bench.
Give him one more
Nigga,
year.
come on. We need them claps, nigga. We need them claps, nigga.
Let
come on,
Theo
man.
chill for one more year.
That nigga's mad positive. We need that nigga on the bench,
Leave
bro.
him with it. Whole dick.
Like,
That nigga,
damn.
Kendrick Perkins the last 4 seasons. Paul Pierce, nigga. Like, all right, go ahead. Let's.
Good job, guys.
You a practice player, nigga. That's what you playing.
I just like when he
That's
fakes
it.
the.
Yo, with the first
Al Horford?
I'm a Theo, yeah.
Damn, Jesus, disrespecting the
Right?
Yeah.
Theo. Shout out Theo.
Yeah.
Listen,
He was
listen,
Theo.
listen.
He was doing his thing
I
on
get it,
Atlanta.
But if he wasn't Dominican, we would have told.
Why?
So we would have like, yo, drop
Hey.
that nigga.
He be playing
I don't
pretty
believe
short.
it.
Yeah, but we
You know
definitely-
it's
you know
for
what I
the
mean?
No.
We're just like, you know what? You know what?
No.
See what happens when the Celtics go down? The Celtics fans get exposed. The fake Celtics fans get exposed.
The most negative people in the
The
world.
real Celtics fans are like, are me.
They stay true.
And then,
Why you what you putting me for?
Dog, I hope you get mad.
No,
nigga.
because,
Fuck your body
because
problem.
when niggas is losing or something, that's y'all disappear, y'all start talking shit.
Who's y'all? Stop pointing at me, nigga.
I don't know, you might be grouped up in that.
What is this shit?
Nigga, you might be in there.
You're struggling to point at both of us. Nigga, what are you doing?
I can't
Straight not Celtics fans. So he ain't talking to us.
I can't confirm.
These two motherfuckers. Nigga, I see you.
A couple niggas in the room.
When we win the chip, they go parade and all that.
I didn't go to
So
the parade.
excuse me for being realistic. We just saw our best player
yeah,
turn
real-
Achilles.
realistic.
Excuse me for thinking like we're probably not gonna get this one, guys. You know what I mean?
Nah, but like
probably not gonna be the year for us.
losing team, Celtics.
It's not the time.
Never.
Yeah, this nigga, yeah, it's all right. So next year,
But
be
still,
all right.
next year you got to see all the East teams that are going to change too.
Yeah.
They're gonna be all trash.
Hey, hey,
The West is gonna have another 10
let's keep it a
teams.
stack though. I think y'all shouldn't have lost to the Knicks, so I think that's
Shouldn't
trash.
No, we should.
That was like
that's
that
real
was
trash.
like
We got cocky, lost the first 2 games. Now we're like, oh shit.
Yep.
And then, you know, God's like, you know what?
Tatum
nigga?
got 40. Got hurt.
That nigga got 40 in that game, too. Before
Keep
he got
shooting
hurt.
threes.
Shitting.
Chucking.
Keep shooting them.
All right, we didn't get the predictions on the NBA Finals. I know we don't care, but we kind of have to.
Game
talk about
6
it.
Pacers.
Adam Silver, he kind of hit me up like, nigga, we have an agreement. You need to talk about this.
Dracula.
All right. So
Dracula.
I had it in 5.
Yeah. OKC?
Hell no. OKC, nigga. Pacers.
Yeah.
I didn't think
I
Pacers
had
had a
Pacers-
chance.
I had
This is
Pacers
from
in 6,
before
I'm not gonna lie.
yesterday. I didn't think these niggas had a shot.
too.
And for how long was the game? 48 minutes?
Yo, I was
for 46 minutes, these niggas didn't have a chance.
But through 3 quarters, I literally was just like,
47.8.
oh, OKC sweeping them.
Yep. Bro, before that game started, bro, I ain't gonna hold you all that work. Like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I think Pacers in 6, dog.
Pacers in 6.
Yeah, that's what I think. I still hold that, obviously, now. But as I'm watching the game, I'm like, shit, nigga.
No, I've never
I don't
seen
know
these
about
niggas
Pacers
twice.
in 6, but
You know?
yeah.
Like, no, OKC. Like,
Yeah.
what? They'll lose and then they'll just win another
Yeah.
10 games.
But
Like
the thing
30.
about it is that dog, to me,
Shit.
playoffs, I don't care about what team it is. Playoffs, finals, bro. You lose at home, bro. That's a steal, bro.
That's a
Absolutely.
big.
Because now you have to try to beat them at their crib, bro. You have to beat them one time at their crib.
I know this is not really too relevant, but Allen Iverson won game 1 against the Lakers. Lost the next 4.
I feel like this
Thought
is like
just
that
wanna throw that out
Lakers
there.
team. Yo, that's
That team, no.
OKC's nice.
That was Shaq. That was Shaq. Like, all right. Maybe that was the best example. My bad.
No.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, right.
He's trying to go against a two-headed monster there. That's
had no
By himself.
God damn.
For the Pacers to win, Halliburton's gonna have to be that superstar.
Yeah, he has to
I'm
have
talking
that
30, 15,
Yeah,
and like
yup.
8,
I don't
nigga.
think
and
so.
0 turnovers like he do.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
He
really
needs to
think
have
so.
that.
Yeah, I don't think that's
I think he's
gonna
gonna have one game though. He's gonna have one of those.
Yeah, of course. Of
He'll have
course.
one like that.
One
That's
game.
the thing.
He'll make
about
his
him. I think
threes.
he can have one of those games. When
Yeah.
have those floaters.
He's going to
But it's
fucking
crazy to
average
think
like
about it,
15
though.
this series. And like they might win it all.
Real shit, but that's what I'm saying. Think about it though. What if he can just do that all day and he
Yeah.
can keep hitting game winners?
thing is-
What if he just does it again?
Yo, I'm not gonna,
Just
I'm not gonna
keep
lie
it
to you.
close, and I'll finish it. Every
I'm
time.
gonna sound like a hating ass nigga.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
But that nigga can average 30 in the finals. I still won't call him a superstar.
I won't either. I won't
Yeah,
either
I'm
because I
sorry.
feel like it's not as
Not
it
superstar
will
for
never
me.
be that
OKC is
consistent.
such a
You gotta do that.
consistent playing team.
Yeah.
The word superstar, you gotta do this continuous seasons. You gotta have 3 or 4
that.
seasons.
What you mean? I don't like.
Not
I
only
don't like
that.
that
Oh,
premature superstar.
That's the
It
thing.
just gotta
How many
be.
superstars in the NBA?
You
I
lifted
think
them.
less than 10.
I think it's 5 young niggas and 3 old niggas. That's how I put it.
I name them.
3 old niggas is KD, LeBron, and Steph Curry.
Yep,
I
yep.
agree.
Three.
They're just there by like
Seniority, nigga. They got the AARP card, nigga. They're not going nowhere.
We still here, nigga. We still
Think
here.
I'm stamped up,
Said I'm
nigga.
here, nigga.
And then we have Giannis,
Huh?
Tatum,
Yep.
Jokic.
Yep.
Don't forget Kawhi though. We can never not.
I know, bro. He might have to
Never
be put with the
forget.
old
Yeah,
niggas.
he's
I'm not gonna lie to
He
you.
might be put with the old niggas.
We can't
think
forget
it's that.
Kawhi.
I
bro.
think
I'm
it's
sorry.
that.
I keep saying, don't get me wrong. He an injured nigga. Yeah, he's with the old niggas for sure.
the
For
old
sure.
niggas.
He's with the old niggas. He an injured nigga for sure. I say that all the time. But when he's healthy,
And when he's healthy,
he is top 5, bro.
top 5.
Guaranteed.
What did that nigga just do in the game 7?
We gonna put Luka.
But he didn't play. He was kept. Harden didn't help for shit.
Oh, but we know. Hey, we know
He
that.
ain't on our list.
Hey, Kawhi, you should know that, nigga. You ain't getting no point.
why he ain't
Game
on the
7
list.
Harden. You ain't
James
getting shit. You need to go off for 40, nigga.
James Harden
Kawhi was
played
trying to carry them
amazing.
niggas. Dog. He was trying.
He's gonna play amazing up until that game 7,
Bro.
Like
He's gonna play
year.
great
That's what
throughout the
Harden does.
playoffs. Game 7.
I don't
come
know if I can
around.
give it to Kawhi.
You got
Nah.
Borderline.
Okay,
I
Borderline.
don't
So
know. I have
He's at the
Giannis,
door. Chill.
have to.
Giannis, Tatum,
He's healthy.
Luka, Jokic, those SGA.
Yeah.
That's MVP.
I think
Who just
SGA
got there.
I don't know if he's a superstar yet.
He just walked in the door.
You just
I was just about to say that. That's crazy. I was just about to fucking say that.
Luka, we're gonna get to your thoughts about the Lakers later. But Luka's a bad man.
Like, yo, bro, he just.
But think about it, like
He can be stopped.
Yeah.
Like, yo, yeah,
He
like,
can be stopped.
That's the thing.
Not by the
bro.
Clippers.
Nah, but-
He can also drop
shit out the
70.
Clippers.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, he could.
Yeah,
he could. He could probably do whatever he
He
wants.
is inconsistent, but like,
Not anymore. He's fit.
man, everybody looks skinny in the
See,
summer in these
that is
pictures.
another
No,
thing.
it's-
He
Don't get me
always
wrong.
look fat in the summer.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I want to see him swim. I
treat him
can't
like- they treat him
even
like a
call it now.
superstar.
Yeah,
Well, he
because don't
is.
get me wrong. He is the reason the Mavericks did anything.
He was the Mavericks.
Anything they
He was
done.
the Dirk of the Mavericks. Yeah.
Because if
I'm
he
very
wasn't a
I'm interested in
superstar,
how he plays. Like
Yeah.
this is, we'll
if
see
he
how it
wasn't
goes.
a superstar, that trade wouldn't be such a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it really like impacted the league like crazy.
Yeah.
That nigga has eliminated teams by himself, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
That's
it's
hard
like
to do.
the only
The Suns, nigga.
He's the only one one
me?
on that list
Clippers.
that doesn't have a ring and doesn't have or an MVP.
Yeah.
Right.
But you still give it to him because you recognize
because
Yeah.
he's that
He has
cold.
the
That guy.
All-Stars. He has the
That guy.
All-NBAs.
he's always been there.
It's like
I think
a
that's it.
big-
Other
it's
than
like a
that, I
little
can't think of
Jokic.
any other superstars.
Yeah.
Any other superstars?
No.
Is Dame?
No.
No.
No, he hasn't been showing it at all.
He can't be with the old niggas?
No.
Nah, he hasn't been showing it at all.
We're like, nah.
He hasn't. See now,
It's
I
hard
think.
as
hard
See
to
now,
with
I
all
think
niggas.
if he stayed with
Hardest-
Portland, he would have.
I don't know how this been a superstar since like Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's, okay, so
If he stayed with Portland, he
the
would have.
superstardom does their like marketability and like their brand like
That helps a little bit, yeah.
Like how Anthony
can.
Edwards with Adidas, does that boost?
Not really, because
can,
I don't really see him
If he
with
had, if he
Adidas
had a
like
good
that.
playoffs, we
Put you in the zeitgeist.
Like how
that
James
nigga play like
Harden
ass, so
gets
no.
the sneakers.
Right. And I'm
Is that-
mad
is
as
that
fuck
like,
about that.
Or do you do it off of
Here's
like
the problem.
skills?
The NBA has that problem where like they want to pick somebody, but these niggas keep fucking dropping the ball. Anthony Edwards, you had
Nobody
the
wants
chance.
to get treated like LeBron got treated.
No,
Nobody.
You can
Not
be a
one
superstar
person
and not
Real
be
shit.
LeBron, nigga.
He got
LeBron's
treated
in
like
a
shit
whole
his
different
whole
world.
career.
Look how anybody that gets close get treated like shit.
Shit.
Bro.
Like
Tatum
shit.
is a slightly
Hey.
close. Luka, everybody that gets
See how Kawhi got treated?
Hey, that
Like
crown
shit.
is heavy, nigga.
It's heavy.
Very.
That crown is heavy,
That shit
nigga.
heavy.
wants the
Shit.
crown.
Yeah,
They-
nobody want that shit.
Because they soft,
Nobody want that
nigga.
shit. I ain't gonna hold you. But my thing with Anthony Edwards is I said this shit too from like the beginning of the playoff because I noticed it from last year when he kicked out KD and them that this nigga loved just beating the older niggas.
Yeah.
He loved beating the niggas that
It's like
he
he has
grew up
that-
watching. That's it. He don't give a fuck.
And then when it's somebody
about
like one of his
that.
peers, he just like tones it down.
Yeah, like a nigga his age. He's like, yo,
It wasn't a
what
good look.
Last year, he's just
That wasn't a
better.
good That wasn't a good yo, losing to SGA like that wasn't a good look for him.
was that terrible?
That was a terrible look. Niggas was calling him.
It's his
It's the media
response
pissed me
too.
off.
Was
We don't
that
call him Baby Jordan last year, nigga.
Bro, the way he was talking after the game was pissing me off. He's like, yo, I'm getting good things for the Timberwolves, for the team. They like what I'm doing. As he's finishing the game with 14.
I'm only 23. I've been here back to back years. Like that's
Right.
cool, but that doesn't always happen, bro.
Cool,
That don't
right?
matter.
Like,
That
just-
can literally stop
What?
next year, and you.
What
But
the
imagine that
You go away.
personality
No bullshit,
as
they
the
was
number one
hounding
dude.
that.
They gonna roast him.
They
bro.
gonna kill you.
Yo, bro, they gonna Iverson that nigga.
And
like,
he knows that. But he knows that. He knows that.
Yeah,
That's
get
at least
rid of
one
the
thing
Rudy.
Yo,
about
I'm
him
sorry,
that
but
is-
if
that
you
is
want me to
mature.
feel bad for these niggas, I don't.
Nah, why would we
Absolutely
feel
not.
bad for that?
Absolutely
That's
not.
random.
Absolutely not.
I know, right?
No, like too
Even-
much pressure. You don't want to be the top guy because the media's on that
they don't
shit.
want
Oh
it.
well,
Nah,
nigga.
just
They
because
don't
you
want
can't
it.
act right.
Oh well, nigga. That's
just
what
because
comes
you
with the
can't act right
fucking
and you can't play the
$300
game.
million you're
Exactly.
getting.
But they
Exactly.
choose not to do that.
Yeah, they don't want
But they
that.
want the money to be. They want superstar money, but not superstar responsibility.
Superstar money's getting thrown around no matter who has it. Rudy's superstar money. He has been for years.
Crazy.
That superstar to you?
So it's like rappers. They like
He was
to
a
rap.
superstar to us and
like,
fucking
not to me.
Some people don't like the fame. Some people like the art. People don't like the fame.
But it comes with it, man.
It's just the money's inflated.
It comes with
hand in
whenever
hand.
you're like
Hand
a
in hand.
master at your craft in
Yeah.
some ways.
You just got to be able to know how to control that shit. Bron been knowing how to
Like
control that shit
Kyrie's not
forever.
gonna like.
Yeah.
He's too against the whole
Yeah.
politics and shit.
And it's crazy. Kyrie know how to control it, but Kyrie don't like to be around it. He just like,
There's a couple years where that nigga was lashing out, nigga.
yeah, of course. That's what.
Because
But that's
niggas
why he
talking
don't.
this shit,
Yeah,
nigga.
but that's why he don't be around it now. It's like now he's sage and shit.
Now he's
Stay
grown
away,
Kyrie, but that
nigga.
nigga was telling Celtics fans to suck his dick a couple
Hey,
seasons ago.
nigga,
stop.
as he was just asking them if he could stay.
Facts.
Yo, can I stay with y'all? If y'all take me back?
If y'all have me,
Nah.
lying sucky shit.
Yo,
Lying ass
niggas,
nigga left.
y'all
wanna
people
be in
give
the
him
first
too
place,
much
but
shit
still.
for that. Every
That
NBA
was-
superstar has
Nah.
always said, "I'm not leaving."
That was some whole shit though. He blatantly
always.
did that at the
You
court.
didn't have to. You didn't have to.
There wasn't a script or a prompter, nigga. You didn't say shit of that.
I gotta.
And he left a couple months after.
No,
nigga.
but what if at that time everything was good and then during the season everything went to shit, nigga? Like, at the time I said
Nah.
that, nigga, I thought we were good.
I ain't gonna
But
hold
these
you.
niggas.
I meant that shit.
And the owner just said something
I think-
crazy.
That
Yo.
team was gonna be wild.
No. I think the Celtics they were gonna force him out. They saw what Tatum and Brown were gonna be. They're like, we don't need Kyrie here, nigga. Like, so they got rid of him.
That team would have
That'd
been
been crazy.
so crazy
That's a lot
if
of
they
money,
grew
too.
together. If that team grew together,
I know.
oh my god,
That was
gonna-
I'm a big Kyrie fan. I would have.
I love Kyrie.
That
The
was-
most skilled
how the
players of all
Boston
time.
fans are. They
Yeah.
going.
Oh, they love Hollywood players.
Bro, they going.
They love Hollywood.
Man.
We need to get these predictions for the finals.
All right.
Oh, I said Pacers 6.
Paces.
Because we don't care, nigga. We try.
Yeah,
Adam,
niggas.
I'm trying, nigga. You niggas don't care. I don't care. I didn't even watch the game, nigga. like, I do. Not even the highlights. I didn't watch the highlights. I saw was Halliburton shot at the end on Twitter,
Yo,
nigga. That's what I saw.
It don't matter. You turn the game on, niggas gonna be at the free throw line. Anyway.
I'm sick of that shit.
thing
How do you-
about
what-
it
what-
is,
My prediction. Oh, you got it?
Nah,
Doesn't
he
matter.
was about
I
to
got-
bring out some other cloud.
Okay.
Can we get predictions and we can move on?
Because he started doing it, and then I was about to catch on. Like, oh shit.
I'm the worst. I'm gonna say OKC Game 7.
Ooh, 7. You had to go in
I
a
highly doubt
7.
it goes to 7.
7.
I'll go, nigga, OKC in 5. This is the one
5.
they lose.
Damn, you got them beating their ass.
I had a sweep before.
They
this
were
win.
beating their ass,
You
nigga.
got them winning the next.
Yo, but
4.
they were ahead of everybody else in the league by 15
I'm
games.
hip, I know.
When they beat people, they was winning by like 30.
Yeah, it was
like,
beating their ass.
yo, SGA just gets the whole team in foul trouble, and everybody
Yo,
has to go.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was hating on OKC the whole season, but
Me
now I have
too.
to shut up,
I
nigga.
haven't.
I was like,
I
all right, these
haven't.
niggas is good.
I
What the
haven't.
fuck am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I can see these
They
niggas
really kind of like dominated throughout their way through.
Yeah.
all
They
the
literally-
playoffs.
Yep. They killed niggas.
They just don't stop.
We're pretending like they weren't that good teams.
But I always said the biggest piece is Chet Holmgren on that fucking team. If he plays good.
No,
Yeah.
I
If
think
he
that.
plays
Jalen
good.
Will, no,
Lou Dort.
Lou
Oh, of
Dort.
course.
Lou Dort.
But he plays. But he plays.
Caruso.
He plays good every night. He's like a Russell Westbrook. So
Caruso's
he's
definitely
going
a
to
big
play good
piece
every
for
night.
him.
Bro.
And he's another one though.
I'm
He's
so
like
happy they
another.
got-
Y'all
He's
let
a-
him
he's
go
the
for a bag of
perfect
chips for the
thing.
Snickers, nigga.
But that's what I'm saying. Lou Dort and Caruso are like Russell Westbrook plays. So they're gonna play that every night.
Yeah.
You don't know if
Straight
Chet's
up
gonna do
defense.
that every night.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
he
might
But
not
if
show-
Chet
he
does
might
score
not that.
30 tonight. We about to
over.
win, boys. Shit.
That nigga definitely fucked up one of my parlays.
And SGA's
I bet.
consistently the same fucking stats.
So you couldn't get 8 rebounds, you tall ass
You
nigga?
feel me? And he do shit like that. The only
7'2",
7 footer out there.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Oh
crazy.
man,
Yo, looking at like I know these
Stay
niggas
out
are-
the paint.
I just like shitting on Rudy because it's fun.
Oh my god.
Looking at his stats, it's like nigga. I was like, how the fuck you only get 6 rebounds, nigga? You the lankiest, tallest nigga there.
You in the paint
And
the
then,
entire time.
sorry. Against the Lakers, there's one game we were getting off, but there was a couple games with the Lakers where this nigga got 6 rebounds. Like, my nigga, there's no height over there. So who the fuck is guarding?
Who's getting these rebounds?
If you're not getting it, who the fuck is getting these rebounds?
Julius Randle getting 30.
He was getting mad
the
rebounds
fuck?
though.
That ain't go bad.
Shout out Julius.
All right, say it just your predictions. We got everybody
that
else's
nigga
predictions for the
go bad.
finals.
My predictions for the finals changed dramatically.
Yeah.
After one game.
100%. That's why I said Game 7.
I said OKC in 6. No, OKC in 5 last time. I'm going Pacers in 6.
Oh my!
So you telling me because these niggas came back in a minute and a half?
It's because
Yo,
they
been doing the same
no.
thing.
It's
Oh,
the
they-
fight
The
back.
whole series, every series,
Every
my nigga.
series. It's
I watched
consistent.
all of his game winners this
No
postseason.
bullshit.
And I'm like,
They gonna make
just,
adjustments.
they just do not stop.
They haven't
Don't
played
stop.
a team like OKC.
They're
yet.
young,
They
though,
just
too.
did.
But that's the thing,
I know,
though.
that's one game, but
They're
that was
both
bullshit.
young, though. OKC ain't the
True.
only young
Dude,
motherfuckers
that
in
is
this.
true, true.
But
Pacers
continue
is
to get
young,
OKC,
too.
yeah,
I got Pacers in
Yeah.
6.
Yes,
I got
sir.
Pacers in 6.
But not only that,
Yes,
the
sir.
Pacers had almost a historic turnovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet they still kept
Yep.
chugging and won
Yep.
in the end.
But if
That-
they continue to do that, they're
Well,
gonna
that-
fall
Oh, yeah,
off.
that's terrible.
I'm saying, like,
We was
that
already
right
talking
there,
about that.
they're
They gotta fix
gonna
that.
adjust to that.
They're not gonna win every
This
game.
might
if they
sound
keep doing
crazy
that.
to say because we've seen it like 4 times already. You can't keep going down 15 in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter
you
coming
can't,
back.
bro.
You can't keep doing it. I know
can't keep
I know
doing
you
that.
guys have
Nah,
done it every
you
time.
can't keep doing that.
But you
Yeah.
can't.
Nope.
Halliburton's not.
It shouldn't happen.
Yo,
but
this nigga literally makes me eat my words. I'm gonna laugh like
Nope.
because I'm pretty sure.
Yo, he really young.
Yeah,
I feel
nigga,
like he gonna go
I don't
crazy.
think he can keep doing it. This nigga comes
He's
back
like
from
Pat
25.
He got like you
I
bet against him.
I think
It's
his
like,
biggest problem is that he just looks for the pass more.
Yeah, he's such a
He's a
point
point
guard.
guard.
Like,
Yo,
and that's
point
not
guard.
bad,
Listen,
but it's like it's bad.
Just think
Because
about
you can
remember,
shoot, bro. You
NBA
can
is a
score.
business.
Yeah.
If Pacers win a championship and Halliburton shits, they're gonna throw that nigga to the fucking. They're gonna try to make him the face.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh,
yeah,
yeah,
they'll just,
definitely.
yeah,
But like-
absolutely,
Little
absolutely.
light skin, you know, nice,
Absolutely.
well behaved.
he dropped his shoes
Yeah, but
literally
you
this
think he's
first
finals
game one.
MVP?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Right now? Yeah.
You think he'll be Finals MVP?
Oh yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
Even though Siakam
If,
just
if
got
Pacers
Eastern.
win,
No.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, because he should have got to
Yeah.
what Siakam had. He's just the numbers just
Siakam-
didn't add
yeah.
up. But the clutch moments added up.
That
much.
And
That he deserved that.
He orchestrates the
What
entire
if he
offense.
continues doing 14 and 10?
14-10 game winner.
Yeah,
Iguodala
oh,
won
he
the
deserves
Finals
it.
MVP.
That's all you need.
Iguodala has a Finals
that would
MVP.
mean that they're
You can
winning
get that shit to
because of
anybody.
him.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? That would
Man.
mean that because no one else on the
14-10.
team, no one else is even doing 30 and shit. Anyways, it's all split out. Like nigga, this thing got 12 and this thing got 15. Siakam will have 23. Like Siakam's not consistently 30 every fucking night.
Yeah.
And
It should be Thunder win. It should be SGA.
Yeah.
Pacers win. It should be Halliburton.
Also,
If anything other than that happens, is someone played like shit.
a lot of
Yep.
people keep forgetting that 10 assists is a minimum of 20 points.
Yeah.
So those motherfuckers walking out of the games maybe with 14 and 10.
Yeah.
But that's a
Like,
that's a lot of points.
He contributed to the 30, like 30 points have helped on his team. Added to the points he added.
And but in the modern age, that's threes. That's even more points. Like he could end the game with 60 points, quote unquote. Just because that.
It's just those clutch moments.
Well,
Everybody.
I guess I'll tune in. I'll watch the games. Whatever. Yo. It's on NBA Finals.
If you
We
want
about lose.
to,
All right.
just plug in on fourth
So-
quarter.
We might lose hoop talk for the next one.
I honestly don't think that we talked about the Lakers on here for a while. Even when they're in the playoffs, we weren't talking about these niggas.
Wow.
I think we don't want to.
No, we didn't have any Laker fans on here for a while.
I got my shit to
Since
talk.
the
man.
Luka trade out,
I don't think we got any Laker fan reactions. So first, let's bring it back.
all the way there.
Walk me
Bring
through
it
where you guys
all
were
the
when
way
you got
back.
that. First of all, it was like midnight, so you niggas might have been sleeping.
No, I know exactly what the fuck happened.
Yeah, you woke up in the morning like what? Like it was like a.
First off, that shit.
Wait a minute.
First off, when that shit happened, like the
I was like, that was
31st,
crazy.
the first. So 2 days after my birthday, by the way.
Oh
like,
Lord!
we out. I was at the Airbnb. Knocked up. I woke up that morning. I woke up, nigga, and I'm, you wake up, you probably out, or just in the morning, in general, you look at your phone.
Scroll.
Through the shit, I'm scrolling, and I'm looking at thank you AD, and I'm like, why the fuck are we thanking AD? I'm like, yo, bro, no way. Why are we thanking this nigga? What happened? Now, you know what I mean? I go to Instagram.
Now I gotta scroll down.
Yeah, y'all know,
I gotta go like,
I went to the real sources. I went to Instagram. I looked up, ESPN and all that. I was like, I gotta see the real posts.
What's going on?
So I saw fucking trade AD for Luka, bro. And I was like, my heart dropped, bro. And don't get me wrong. I still don't like the trade. I'm not gonna lie. I still don't like the trade. I still don't like it.
You wish they kept AD.
Yes, absolutely. But
want
I wish
big
they
man.
danced around to at least try to get the both of them.
When they got, I think you get a 5 in the afternoon phone call saying I'm
Yeah.
gonna trade you Luka.
Whoa. Yeah.
My nigga, you're not
That's
really like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, yo.
absolutely.
And,
But who the
and look what
fuck
happened.
thinks
AD got
this?
hurt the first
That's
game.
crazy.
Like,
He
you know what I
was,
mean?
he was hurt when he got traded.
Yep.
So like,
Yeah, right.
and there was definitely a move for the future. 'Cause now,
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all it is. That's what it is.
That's all
That's
it
all it
was.
was.
and
Move
I
for
cannot
the
blame
future.
nigga shit.
Like, oh yeah,
Motherfuckers always get the superstar some reason, some way, somehow.
LeBron
Yep.
thinking about his time, so
I just thought it was real crazy.
I've been clear about what
I remember
LeBron
that
to do.
shit like crazy. They was on a win streak, bro. AD was just dropping 30,
I know.
15 consistently that week,
Yeah.
bro.
That's
like
true. They were getting
he
together.
asked
But
you know
for
what's
a big
crazy?
A week before, he asked for a
Can I
big.
get a big? Can get the fuck out of here.
Big.
Hey, man, yeah. Oh, you
I
can get
got
it big.
you. Yeah,
I got you,
Get the
nigga.
fuck out of here.
I got you.
Gonna get a big
But you know what's
nigga
crazy? Like,
back.
imagine that trade with the Hornets actually goes through and Mark Williams.
Mark Williams.
Yeah, but that's the only thing.
That was close.
Bro, Rudy Gobert dropped
was
30 on
cool.
us.
Crazy. That is crazy. Actually, not.
Also because they refused to play Jackson
of
Hayes,
offensive
which
rebound.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get why,
See,
but he does.
Luka could have just
See,
dumped
it was
alley-oops all day to him.
It was because
Yeah,
but
That's
it was
why.
he
JJ was
was
throwing this
bullshit.
nigga shit.
Yeah,
JJ was
that's
throwing
what
this
it
nigga
was.
shit.
Yeah.
But
Like, nigga, you're not
JJ
playing
did-
anymore. You pissed me off.
I feel like JJ did
Go
jump
sit
the
down.
gun on that though. It's like first game he's getting in a little foul trouble and you just gonna sit him for the rest of the series.
You don't know what you don't know what happened.
He
now.
He
played
played a couple
some
more.
more.
He played
Something behind-
but not that
something
much
happened.
though. Like,
It's
not
like
that
he
much.
bullshit.
I know he was, but he was. It's like, yo, bro, let him get a feel of game. No, he not used to
that's
this,
true.
nigga.
That's
He ain't
true.
been in this.
That's
But if
true,
I'm
but-
your coach, I take you to the side and like, yo, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, deal. Get the
Right.
next game. Do none of what I said.
Yeah,
like,
nah, you
like,
fucked
all right,
Come sit
buddy.
right next to me, nigga.
I've been trying to do shit all season, my nigga.
Some people are nice,
All
some people are
season,
nice,
you
but they're a little
sit
slow
down.
when it
Yeah,
comes
they
to
don't,
Yeah.
exactly.
to little playbooks
And
and
I
little.
believe
Right.
the Lakers sacrificed the season for Luka.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's a
This isn't
Like,
the,
listen,
this
yeah.
wasn't the
I'm sorry,
product
Yeah.
they
AD
wanted.
and
They did,
LeBron
of course.
was not going to win the
Of
championship,
course.
niggas. It was not going to happen.
They was if you
He
put the right pieces
delusional.
around them
I know, I
niggas.
still-
Absolutely.
Y'all
If you
have-
put the
the
right
thing is,
pieces
like,
around them
Because
niggas,
think
you
about
was
it.
going
We wouldn't have got
for
Luka.
sure.
We would have kept AD, and we would have got somebody else.
They would have been
nigga?
pieces.
Who?
They would have been pieces.
center.
Nigga, a
Wasn't-
center that will help him and some 3 and D
Somebody
guards.
looking at
That's
it
all
right
they
now.
needed.
Y'all be
Steven
thinking
Adams.
Austin
I'm telling
Reeves
you.
really that guy. I think that's the problem.
But that's crazy though. He
not
really
sad.
could have been.
Minnesota cooked the shit.
That's
out
the
you
total
niggas.
difference, though. That he could have been if you had a big. That's what spreads the floor.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck. You don't have a big. Why do we have to care about this nigga balling? we don't have to worry about the big nigga behind us. We can just lock all y'all niggas up.
Yeah, true.
And then get a rebound. Our big is gonna get a big
That's
rebound.
why we got
y'all
so much
niggas do it.
defense.
Waste all
Nigga,
y'all
all that
energy.
defense.
That's why the defense can be so crazy on niggas. Y'all don't have a big.
And
Yeah, that's important.
LeBron does not care about basketball.
Yo, bro.
He's definitely
I think
chilling out a little
absolutely
bit.
that
He
nigga
did
chill.
checked out,
He
bro.
didn't give
Yeah.
up. Yo,
He checked out.
gonna get
And I
his
think,
numbers. He's gonna
and don't
get
get me
his
wrong,
numbers checked
he's gonna
out.
play another year. I think at least he didn't. He checked out this year.
yeah, he was
If he's gonna play another year, I mean, if you're gonna play another year, you obviously chasing it.
he
You
dropped
chasing
what,
something.
130 piece?
There's no point in chasing numbers at
I
this
don't
point. You at the top of everything.
But literally, this is why it says like.
So you want a ring.
Honestly, for what?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what he wants, though. That's what he wants.
not?
I
Your fifth
couldn't
ring?
tell you.
To say
Hey,
it's his
man.
era.
He's chasing
Whoop-de-doo.
he's
Win
still-
with your son. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
That's more important than
He still
anything
gotta
else.
win, exactly.
What,
He still
like,
wanna win.
honestly,
I don't
like,
care if my son's
what does
15th man.
another- what another ring
We gonna
do
We
for
won a
LeBron?
championship.
We want
together.
to.
Yeah, his son won.
Me and my
Yeah.
son won a
That's the
championship.
thing, though.
That's all that
But
matters.
that's
Get
the
his
thing,
son
though.
one.
He
Get his son
wants
one.
to.
He
wants
wants
to.
17 different
He
conversations.
wants to,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Same
He
conversation,
wants
also same
to.
shit.
Nah, it's not the same shit. He want to
Also
get his
the
boy
same
a ring.
thing.
You know what I mean?
We were talking about Bronny getting a ring.
So we were talking about real.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Get his
That's
boy a
bad
ring.
funny. We
That's
just
what he
separated the
wants.
same combo.
But he want a ring for him too. Don't get me wrong. Bron's still a selfish nigga, but he just does that for the media, nigga, to be a great dad. I mean, he's still a great dad. But that looks great. He's the face of the NBA still. You know, he still has to be.
He's a great role model.
Nah, that
You know he
nigga's
still has to
that
be
showing his
that.
old
He's
petty ass
cussing a
down,
lot.
nigga.
He's getting.
That
yeah.
nigga's talking his shit.
He's talking his
cussing
shit.
a lot.
Exactly. He's on his way
As
out.
you-
Yeah.
He's on his way out.
But
what happens when people retire.
But he still wants to win.
Honestly, just retire, bro.
Hey,
Like, we
man.
don't, like,
Yo,
I mean,
bro,
like, my niggas
when you
got-
still got game like this, bro, why?
Yeah.
Bro, he can play till he's 50, my nigga. He
won't,
but he can. He's not gonna
watch
retire because he can't play no
seems like
more.
he's
It's
watching.
like, bro,
We'll
like,
just
what's the
Hey.
point?
But
Nigga,
if you
you're
can
gonna do
still-
that in the playoffs, what the fuck you playing for?
Bro, he
Because
still
that
averaged
was the team.
25 at
He
40.
can average 25 in his fucking sleep. You
But
don't
he
need that
can
kind of-
though. But you do that with a big, that'll be so different doing that with a big and Luka averaging
That
25
nigga walked
too.
off the court when they
Luka
lost,
averaged-
like it was like he's punching out from the clock.
Nigga,
Like, you know what I mean?
Luka
Like he
averaged like
punks out of work,
20.
like, all right,
Under
nigga, I'll
20.
see y'all niggas in November.
Yeah,
Like, he didn't give a shit.
Luka had a tummy ache about one game, a fucking ankle injury the next game. Like, nigga, come on,
I
bro.
understand
It's
LeBron's
that,
40,
nigga.
but like you, like,
Hey, man.
I like.
But he's
I-
still consistently showing up, so I ain't worried
And
about it.
the mindset was like, all right, bro, you're 40. We're gonna let you just chill in the regular season. But we figured that you were gonna turn it on in the playoffs.
He pulled this shit before he called the playoffs.
He did get hurt too.
He got hurt right before the playoffs. Like, all right, great. Like,
Yeah, I don't
but
even nigga.
wonder
Fuck
how
that. I don't
my-
even blame that shit. I just think nigga don't got a big nigga. He
Nah,
can't
man.
play big.
My thing,
Yeah,
my thing
not
was it,
one
like,
big man out there.
All right, but who
He's
was
like,
that
you know,
guy? So
he
who's the
need more
target?
help.
he went to the
done.
playoffs without
just
a
expect-
finished product. Like this is
Yeah.
okay. This is what
Yeah.
we're gonna build
Just
on for
expect
next
Luka
year.
to do everything.
Like you just said, like you just said, they definitely just tanked that playoff
Nah,
right
nah,
there
we
for this
understand.
year.
So
for Luka.
what's next for LA? What's
LA?
next?
to not let Rudy Gobert drop 30?
Get Steven Adams on the team.
That who anybody let
Who's
Rudy
that?
Gobert
Ass,
drop
old
30?
ass
is.
nigga.
Who's fuck?
Y'all-
that man
y'all
is
think-
like 28.
Y'all think y'all end up getting Jokic?
Oh, I don't know.
I think Luka.
I mean, I would love that.
He's asking
Oh, they
for
best
him.
buddies. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Luka
They're
gets him there.
best friends, but
Lakers the type of team to
He
get a
doesn't.
star like that.
He
That'd
is
be
tired
crazy.
over there too, though. I heard that. He's tired
Joel?
over there.
Yeah, Nuggets organization's crumbling.
nah, keep Joel away. That motherfucker hurt.
Joel-
The man had to play
Joel,
shit.
I'm sick of Joel Andy. Ugh. Get him out of here.
I don't even know
That's
who the
a
fuck
nigga that need
big
to get
man you
the
guys you can get for.
What big men are in the league?
nigga from-
Yeah, I can't even
Who's the
Steven
dude for the
Adams.
Bulls? Is he still out there?
I fuck around. I fuck.
Is he still over there?
Give us some of them
I
big
think
men from the
so.
Jazz, nigga. You know them niggas ain't doing that over there.
Kessler's
Yeah,
nice,
give us
bro.
some marketing. Give us
Kessler
marketing.
can
Them
be getting
niggas
like
over
3
there. Give
blocks
us
a
them
game or
niggas. Them
something.
niggas ain't winning
Laurie?
shit.
Laurie Markin is nice
Come
too.
get
fuck
some.
Laurie.
Yo,
nigga.
bro, I watched.
I think like
Mr. Mark
I
Cannon.
think
all
Utah
day.
is very, very lucky that you're in Utah and people not paying attention. Because like, what the fuck you niggas been doing trying to do the last 10 seasons?
They've been
Yo.
stacking up first round picks.
Like,
They're so many.
and we're all
To
about
trade for
6'10", nigga.
all that to do a trade for the player to decline the trade. Like, nah, I ain't going over
And,
there.
and they're for some reason crazy loyal to Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, crazy loyal.
Well, yeah, it's like, yeah, nah, we're not trading
And
him.
he's like,
That man
nigga,
don't even
I just be getting tats and strippers, nigga. I do whatever I want. Y'all love this shit. I don't know why.
You don't want
Nah,
no
nigga,
plays.
That nigga's literally out here squaring up every other game.
We ain't getting
I'm
rid
gonna
of
just
this.
run up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna fight you real quick.
Every time.
No fight. All right, I'm gonna keep
that West Coast,
shooting.
you got that West Coast.
Shooting. That nigga
fight.
just throwing buckets. That nigga's
That
crazy.
nigga don't give a fuck about winning or nothing, nigga.
He's literally the Jordan
point-
Poole over there.
Yeah.
He's what Jordan Poole wants to be.
Somebody's like, nah, this
He was
is
definitely doing it.
this is the
Leave
best
him
6
in
man
DC
y'all
for
can
2 more
have.
years. He's standing up.
We gonna have this 6 man forever. Like, I don't know. They gotta figure it out.
That's funny.
Like a West Coast, like a West
There's
Coast.
not a lot of there's not a lot of options.
Nah.
Unless you draft
Biggs is
somebody.
trash this year.
Biggs
Biggs
has
is just
something.
trash now, bro.
Zubak.
Zubac, I fuck with
Let
Zubac.
let him go.
You need somebody.
Clippers will
Bring him
let
back.
Yeah, right.
You need somebody.
I do fuck with him. I do
Zubac
fuck
is
with
nice.
him.
No, I honestly think
What about
training
like,
camp with a full season. I think people should. I think Redick did a good job. JJ
Oh,
did a
of
good
course.
job.
Yeah. First year?
Niggas that had ever
What?
coaching.
Ever?
Not even like.
I loved watching them cuss niggas out. Like,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That was the first time I seen
Hayes
a
most
coach
likely,
like
most
that
likely.
for LeBron.
this nigga Dalton
I need
is having
that.
nightmares about JJ yelling at him.
Bro, real shit.
Dalton, what the fuck are you doing?
That's the shit that
place for
niggas
you.
need, bro.
The place fucking for you.
You're supposed to be me.
He was on his back, bro.
He thinks he's like marrying like
You're
himself.
supposed to be me, nigga.
Yeah.
But
And
damn,
Bron loved
JJ
that
took you a
shit.
couple years to get it too, nigga. Shit,
Yeah.
chill, nigga.
Bron was loving that shit. He was yelling at
is.
niggas. Bron was walking by like,
You're damn right.
Not giving a fuck.
That
nigga.
man's coaching like Coach K did. I'm gonna scream at you till you do it right.
He was getting on him.
this nigga
out
last year had
JJ.
his hands in his pockets all day, nigga. Like, God.
Yeah, I'm telling
damn.
you. Like,
I need another score too.
Yo, if you really think
Reed's
you're getting a different
that
LeBron
guy,
next year,
he's
See,
gonna get you
like I
like
said.
15 points. Yeah, but y'all need
I
a
still
nigga that
think
can
he
drop
is,
like
though.
another 18, 20.
I just don't think he is on defense.
I know that's just like a.
I think that's his biggest liability. I think his offense is purely there.
Lucas'
I think
biggest
another.
liability.
So
Yeah,
imagine
it is though. It is though.
So
It
imagine
is, though.
LeBron can play
effort.
defense, but he's
Yeah.
40. Then you got
Yeah,
Luka,
exactly.
and then you got Reeves.
Niggas,
Don't get me wrong,
niggas,
I
like,
think-
niggas act like
Liability
remember,
central.
Golden State
AD does a
has
lot.
hit Steph for 15 seasons.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
What?
okay, but you gotta realize Steph was like that because Clay was one of the best two ways.
So what
and
does that
then
mean,
Draymond won a
Lakers?
defensive player of the
Go
year.
get some defensive players so he can mask Luka, nigga.
We got
Yeah.
some.
I mean, we do.
KCP
We want this
back.
nigga, the nigga-
Damn it.
That nigga's
How
giving you
old he was?
60-point
Yeah.
triple
We was
doubles.
top three
You
in
wanted
the
the
league.
guard too, nigga?
Yeah. But that was the problem, though.
Just
That
try
was
a
the
little
problem,
bit.
though.
That's
We
it.
had- But like I said, I'm gonna still go back to the problem. Our center was Dorian Finney-Smith, Rui Hachimura, and LeBron.
No one's over 6'7".
You feel me? That was our center.
At some point,
Stop.
Rui, like,
Well, Rudy was
balling,
hurt.
though.
I know,
He was
but
hurt
at
for a
some
long
points,
time of the year.
Of course, exactly. He be lacking at
we
some
gotta
point.
get rid of him too.
Nah, I
good.
keep
Rui-
that. Like I said, it accommodates you. When
He's
you
coming off
have
an injury.
when you have players that play their role like a center, it helps the rest of the niggas be who they gotta
You
be.
can't keep putting small forwards at center.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Hey,
True.
Luka, we're gonna need 15 rebounds a game from
You
you. Sorry.
feel me? That's
Like,
what
nigga,
I'm
what?
You're
saying.
playing center today,
I had
Luka.
got 42.
And I'll admit, as a Braun fan, his dumbass totally agreed because I believe that they tanked this fucking playoffs or this season for next year. That he agreed to be fucking center. He agreed to play that shit.
Okay, he's
Damn well knowing
Damn well he
he
shouldn't
wasn't gonna do shit at center.
Knew
nigga.
he shouldn't have did that
I ain't
shit.
getting
Come
no
on, bro.
rebounds. I ain't getting
He got
no
the rebounds.
defense.
So
Not a
many
lot.
plays. Yo, bro, I watch the games, bro, and I see this nigga just.
Stop pulling.
Looking at somebody else.
Bro,
I'm like, nigga, what the fuck
we
is
love
going
you,
on?
bro. We love you, bro. But it's just
That's
like,
your
but
man.
nigga,
No,
if
that's
you're
your
not
man.
gonna- if you're not
And
gonna
it's-
even like
it's
pretend
just-
to check in, bro.
And that's what's weird though, is that the fact that he's old as shit, right? But the fact that his energy's still contagious like that to the team. Like y'all niggas still follow him.
Yeah, right. I know. I feel
he
you.
is the all-time.
Y'all
leader
still
scorer.
don't want to just take this. Y'all don't want to be better than this old ass nigga, bro.
No.
Why does he still have to be better than y'all?
Yeah, y'all.
He
They,
is.
yeah, they definitely.
Why is he still playing better than y'all?
Because he is.
Well,
he
I
is
know.
the best player
And
on the
that's
team.
what I keep saying.
But he's tired,
You're
nigga.
never- I know he's
That's-
tired,
but that's
nigga.
what people
But
not
I've been saying
understanding.
he never gonna be better than him when you get on his team, bro. I'm sorry. You're not.
You look up
he
to
is
him.
better
You're
than
not
He
gonna
wants
want
you
to
to.
be.
He wants you to though.
He wants you to so
wants
bad.
you-
He said, but I don't want to.
Every nigga.
AD, get the ball.
Wade, bro. Every single nigga he played with, he wanted them to be MVP over him. He was just like, nigga, I can't even pass you this torch, nigga. You ain't even doing enough, bro. Now I gotta carry again.
Everybody.
That nigga said this he's like, I ain't carrying shit.
Yeah,
nigga.
yes, that's exactly how
Y'all figure this shit out. I'm gonna go play video games. I'm gonna play Madden at the crib, nigga. Y'all let me know when you got this
That's
figured
my
out.
leg hurt.
Been, bro.
My leg hurt, my hip hurt, my back
feel
hurt.
me?
Fuck you guys.
Come on, guys. Step
Carrying
up.
shit.
I have my podcast to do anyways, nigga. I don't even know why I'm here. So my
Coach,
nigga,
you coming?
Nah, I'm gonna
He said, no, LeBron, I gotta work. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
That's
my nigga.
right.
My bad.
Let me go call Steve.
That game on.
I just go call Steve Nash.
Right, Steve Nash, he ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit.
Forgot your head coach now.
If you've been watching that shit, I ain't watching that
I
shit.
didn't watch it.
I don't think anybody's watching that shit.
I never liked his voice in the first place. Steve
I don't
Nash.
fuck with Steve Nash.
It
Like, sorry,
sounds
I
weird.
just never did. It was those MVPs he got.
I don't want to hear that.
Liam
Those
Neeson.
MVPs were like 15 points.
As much as we like to shit on the Lakers and their decision making, there's
Hell
no
no.
other team that has worse decision making than the New York Knicks. Because after making the Eastern Conference Finals,
Finally.
these niggas had the bright idea to fire the coach that brought them there.
Crazy.
It was gonna fire him before.
They were,
Yeah.
that nigga was
yeah.
a dead man walking.
He was already.
You was gonna
That's
fire
why
him
he
like.
start- that's
you
why he
gotta wait for
started-
him
When
to
you have a
finish.
player on your team that has never missed a game in his life,
Crazy.
and is going to the media like, yo, he's working us too much. You're working niggas too much. If that nigga's complain who's never missed a
He
game,
didn't learn from D Rose. Like
he don't give a fuck.
He don't give a
like-
fuck. My nigga Thibodeau didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He should have learned his
never-
lesson. Like I just
That nigga was. It was either you win a championship or you're gone, bro.
He's like, you know what? D Rose's knees is 1 in a million. All right.
He's in denial. Like I'm telling you, this is what works. We
Like
forget
I
the,
played
forget the
40.
bench.
Poor Josh Hart, man. Nigga.
Yo, bro,
They been working that nigga to the bone, bro.
I was
shit.
close.
That nigga.
He's
that
6'4".
nigga must
the ball
have-
like.
That nigga must be plugged into like 7 IVs after every game, nigga. Like, what the
Bro,
fuck?
dog,
6'4".
they run him crazy.
Yo,
They
That
run
man's
him
go back
crazy.
come in there like I'm good.
Why
Then
are
I'm
you playing
good.
center and power forward?
Why is he getting
Why
He's
does it work?
6'4".
Why is he getting
Because he's trying.
Crazy. Yo, word.
No one wants to try
Yo, bro.
except for Josh Hart.
Except for
gets
Josh.
99
rebounds.
overall in trying. Josh
nigga
Hart.
want me my parlay.
2 7-foot niggas on the team and Josh Hart
He
playing.
got 12 rebounds a game.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like what, son?
And then I mean they lost because of Cat too.
Yeah, Cat don't give a
Yeah.
fuck about
They
defense.
lost
Catch just
'cause
in
of
foul
Cat.
Cat was
foul
balling like a
niggas and-
motherfucker.
Yeah, but like
He
you
does
guys gotta
stupid
realize
shit.
Yeah.
some niggas just don't play defense, bro. It is what it is. And
Tips
when they,
do
can,
that.
when they can give you 30 and
Brunson.
15 and they can shoot 5 threes a game, I nigga will
But
forget the
Cat
defense
didn't
part.
give you 30 and 15 every game.
Nah, he gave him more games than Brunson did.
I'll tell you right
He
now.
got more points.
As a hooper,
No rebounds.
better play some fucking defense too.
Yeah, you
Facts.
have to. But
Facts.
You can't just
Facts.
be
that's
out
such
there
a
like
lost
this.
thing in this league.
You got to play both. Like what
Yeah.
you just
Defense
You
is
just
dead.
went. When you were growing up, you just scored and then got shitted on your whole career.
No,
Like,
7 foot
Like,
tall.
do we
no
even
shit.
know
I
who-
play one-on-one around the-
Block everything like
I
that.
didn't have to guard nobody.
Who got the defensive player award this shit?
Evan Mobley.
Mobley, yeah. Mobley's nice. Mobley's nice.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Because he's trying.
Yeah.
But with
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's all you gotta do in the NBA now. Just try, nigga.
Just try.
Probably win some awards, my nigga.
You
Just
say
try.
that like
Win
you
up.
like for
might get
for
MVP.
being an up and coming like hooper, you want to be more like Caruso.
Yeah.
They need more Carusos
Absolutely.
Yeah.
than
Absolutely.
trying to be the
Yeah,
the next
But
superstar.
Tatum.
as a kid,
yo, give me a Josh Hart. bro.
Caruso,
Right, it was
nigga.
Caruso, but
Everybody wants to be
See
Steph
them
Curry.
niggas.
Yeah, everybody wants to be Steph.
everybody
and
wanna-
Steph don't guard us, nigga. So like,
Oh,
but
my
imagine how
God,
much would you
nigga.
respect Steph if he was like
A defensive player.
a defensive specialist and doing what he was
I
doing.
don't know about specialists. Just play
he'd probably
defense.
be the GOAT, nigga.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Legit.
Look at
Play some
If
defense.
that nigga's locking niggas down, he's the
Yeah.
GOAT.
Clay was
Kidding
ill
me?
when he
He's
was
like
when he
shit.
was killing. Like,
lost-
Yeah, 3 and D.
Has to be a flaw somewhere.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, nah.
You fucking
doing that.
My biggest thing about Cat was the fact that he's getting in foul trouble
Yeah.
over dumb shit.
Easy
Like,
dumb
I'd rather
shit.
you get in foul trouble trying to block up defensive shit.
He's just goofy.
Yeah, some
He's
niggas
always
is
going
goofy, my damn.
I'm a rebounder. What are you doing?
His uncoordination be
Yeah,
goofy.
it's
It'd
his
be, like,
coordination.
off time.
I love
but it's like weird.
What are you
He
doing?
has coordination like when he has the ball.
Yeah.
But everything about him is just goofy.
And the Knicks are hilarious. The Knicks are hilarious. The coaches says we're going after Ime and Jason Kidd. It's like, both those niggas have a job already. Fuck are you doing?
And they don't want to go there.
You should probably go to somebody who had an easy job.
They're asking permission to have an interview with them.
It's like, no, nigga, that's our coach. That's
Now,
Alright.
but
How about Ime? No, nigga.
if Dallas says yes, you can talk to him. That means you guys did this shit on purpose. You gotta get rid of the entire team. That's what you tried to do last year by trading Luka, trading everybody, let everybody get hurt, trading Jay. Oh,
So they gave him the number 1 pick, nigga.
No, the Knicks are definitely gonna get Giannis.
You think so?
Yeah.
Now, if they get Kid, they're definitely getting Giannis.
Because like what Giannis right away fucking loads subliminals on Twitter. He was saying like he wants to be on big market teams. There's only a couple of
He
those.
vacationed in New York a couple times too.
Who vacations in New York? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Vacations. You see
no tall- you see no
Let me go
tall
somewhere
prices in New
cold
York?
real quick. I don't know. It's a little weird to me.
I mean,
but
shit, the Lakers get him.
Hey,
yeah, Lakers could.
hey,
Niggas think you're getting everybody.
hey.
Yeah, I know, but they somehow.
They do, though.
We need a big, though.
They do.
You can.
It has to be a trade though. That's the only problem.
There's gonna be a big coming to the Lakers, bro, next year. That's all I know.
They don't exist no more. Who?
No, they don't.
I know.
They honestly
Giannis
don't.
play 5.
Yeah, he, oh, what? Wait.
He played 5.
Giannis play 5.
That's Will Chamberlain.
That pick and roll with
He is
Luka will
Will,
be
nigga.
crazy.
Nutty.
That pick and roll with Luka will be
Who's getting in the way of that alley-oop, bro?
But either that pick and roll with Giannis there, and then Braun coming from the wing.
Oh man.
Fuck.
You know how
Like,
many
so you
little
gonna double
alley-oops gonna happen?
Bron ain't cutting anymore, nigga.
Why? He caught a couple alleys last year. Stop playing.
He'll make that little pop. He'll make the little pop if he's alone.
You know what I mean? He'll make his little
They
shit.
forgot about Braun in the corner.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all right.
Maybe.
Braun just want to shoot threes now anyway. It's all right.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah, right.
We
What about
good.
KD? KD might be on a new team by a week and a half.
He-
Oh, he's
He's
leaving before the draft. They already said that.
Oh, I was about to say Spurs or Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Spurs would be crazy. Houston would be good, but Spurs would be.
Yeah, Spurs will be
I think
crazy.
it's Texas for sure.
I feel like,
Everybody in the West like.
You're not leaving
see,
Texas.
I only say the Spurs because that'll only be more respectful for me. I'll
George
respect
Gervin,
that more
yeah.
because they are trash. So
Yeah.
they're
My
not
nigga,
trash,
I'm
but
not
they
gonna
they were like
Yo, if
10,
K-
11 seasons.
If KD,
so that's why I
if
respect
KD doesn't
Very
go
young.
to the Spurs and they just bring back the same team, they're a fucking playoff team next season.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like,
absolutely.
who?
They are.
The Spurs.
The Spurs, yeah.
Without KD.
Yeah, without
Just
KD.
forget these niggas, this alien got hurt.
But
Niggas,
that's what I'm
these
saying.
niggas are a 4 seed
But
before
that's
they
what I'm
got
saying,
hurt.
though. We're just calling that before they do that. So that's why I
And
said
they got the new rookie of the year, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
They'll probably trade that nigga.
Yeah.
He had,
Nah,
if
you
they
can't
want
do
anybody,
Oh, they
you
get KD,
have
though,
to.
Get the
definitely.
KD. Who the fuck
Yeah,
is
he's big.
He's gone.
Wemby's not leaving.
They're like, yeah, he's
Come on.
got,
And they
he's
just
got a
got
couple
De'Aaron Fox.
MVPs.
So
Yeah.
he's not going
Bro,
out.
Yeah.
Fox, Wemby, Kate.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Bro, if Wemby stays, you might have to stab that nigga to stop him. Like, you might have to cut that nigga. To be
See,
honest
but
with you.
that nigga gotta learn to get in the paint more, though. He want to shoot.
Yo, I heard
Wemby want to shoot.
Well, he's gaining weight.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
nigga,
He's gaining weight.
that nigga
Saw
can do whatever
that.
he wants.
He can. He can.
When like
He can, but you see, like Chris
I wanna
Paul
say
had to like
coach-
tell him
a
to
coach
do
had to
shit.
tell, like, hey,
And
nigga,
he got
like-
Chris Paul still.
Oh, yeah, Chris Paul just teach
Chris
him a little
Paul, yeah, he
structure.
teach him
You know
a
what I'm
little
saying?
Pick and roll. You're gigantic.
Let me teach you the
Texas Chandler?
Popovich vision.
Well, yeah, now Pop moved to the big office again.
bro, I'm telling you.
Pop, bro. My man sick, bro. My man sick, bro. He getting old, G.
People
no,
forget Pop was
Yeah,
in the
no.
front office and then went down to become a coach. It's like,
I did
I'll do it
forget that.
myself.
I did forget that.
Yeah, he was in the office from the beginning.
If KD goes to San Antonio, I don't think championship, but that's gonna be very scary.
Shit,
That's
I think
a
finals.
scary run
That
for
is
the
a
West.
finals run. Shit.
That's a scary run for the
It's
West.
not even.
At least playoffs for sure.
yeah.
I think about the future though. Think about the future. What Wemby learns from KD.
That's what I'm
That's gonna be the
Because
scariest
Wemby's
part.
So he's learning from Chris Paul and KD.
Y'all gonna have to poke this nigga, bro. He's gonna take
Right.
over the NBA.
alien.
Yeah.
I really hope he's learning from Tim Duncan too, though.
Yeah.
Timmy better
I
be
really
there.
hope. Like,
can tell-
my
David
biggest
Robinson.
thing is him being a big though, because if you get KD, it's like there's no more of this outside shit, bro. Like you can do it if you open, but like that's no more, bro. You don't have to do that
And,
no
like,
more.
bro,
Like, that's
Do you see what this
Give
nigga's
him that
not?
Dirk fade.
I can
He's
see
not
he can
calling
do
Anthony
it.
Towns in the three, just standing. This
Yeah,
nigga's
he
tween,
can
tween,
move.
tween.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can
Step
move.
back.
I'm hip. But that's what I'm saying though. As a big though,
Yeah,
being
like
a
big.
center though, don't forget who you is though.
As a coach,
that's
I'm
the
like,
problem.
hey, Wemby, You let me know what you want to do.
No.
And let's be real. He's gonna.
It's not like that's not like no OKC. They don't
That's
have a
not gonna
Shea
get you no
and Jalen
dubs,
Green.
though. That's not gonna get you
that
no
like that team still is not like a lockdown defensive team. So it's
They
like
need a lot of pieces.
They have
He is a lockdown defensive team. He himself.
He still lets the
He
league
is,
in blocks.
nigga.
Yeah, but he's not.
He's out
That
for 2
nigga
months.
led the season in blocks and he missed 2 months, nigga.
And I get it, and he still didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. So.
Because he
Should've.
couldn't, because he missed so
couldn't.
many games.
And still though,
I
he
should have
can't.
gave him anyways.
He can't cover.
Legally, he
He
couldn't.
still can't cover 5 niggas. He literally his team's record show he can't cover 5
9-foot
niggas.
fucking
right.
wingspan.
So like that's
I
what
think
I'm
he can
trying to
stand in
say.
front of niggas to just cover.
They're
Like, they don't
going to
even
be a
have to.
type of team that have such great offense, but the defense is going to be a liability. And we just saw that with the
nigga.
Suns.
Yeah,
nigga.
He is the defensive,
We
like,
just
he
saw
needs
that
help.
with the Suns, nigga.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
He needs help. He can't do it
He needs
himself.
help. He can't be.
But,
KD's not.
They're not going to be a bad defensive team with him on the team.
Sorry.
They're not, no, KD's not going to
No, they're not going to be bad. They're good. They have other young niggas who play good defense on there, but they're
you
not.
watch this nigga play, like, they don't even try layups around this nigga. They don't even go to the basket.
not.
They don't even like look at
But
it.
that's what I'm saying. Around him, though.
One
The
thing
court
about
bigger than
Wemby,
him, nigga.
I think Wemby's gonna be
He
a
sometimes
super
looks like
smart
he-
hooper.
Nah, I do this.
You know, like
Hey, he looks like he's the only nigga on
Nigga
there.
be like
and
this. They be
covering
3-point
everybody
line,
and it's
3-point
working.
line, nigga.
That nigga with 3
Do a
to
suicide.
3.
Yeah.
They can
Nigga,
double
what
team the
was that?
guards.
Dude.
Like, all right, y'all double
Touch the
team
lines,
the 2
right? Touch the
guards.
lines.
I got the 3 down here,
That's
nigga.
it.
He can probably do that. You guys double team these 2 guards. I got the back court.
Just
Yeah. At least we had doing the 2-3 back then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got my here, nigga. Ain't nobody doing nothing over here, nigga.
add a KD, then add another defensive player, and you good.
Yeah, that would be add a defensive player on there. That would be crazy.
Let
I think
that
you
team
fuck
grow.
around-
We
I think
good.
you fuck around, throw
You
Drew
need a
Holiday
leader.
on there. That'll be
Chris
crazy.
Paul needs to stay on that team.
Fuck around, throw Drew Holiday on there.
Yeah, that'd be good too.
That'd be
Well,
real
Fox
good.
is still there. I keep on forgetting.
Yeah.
Every time he's
Yeah, Fox with Drew
You need
Holiday
somebody.
over there.
You know, KD not no damn leader.
He's just he's not, bro. I was just saying this
It
the other
pisses
day.
me off.
Just
Paul
dudes at my
definitely
job.
is.
He loves being he has no
a
problem
role
being a
player.
Robin, bro. He loves it. He's been loving being a Robin his whole career, bro, and they don't get it. I'm
telling
I
you.
feel like
Every
all of
Christmas,
it
you
hasn't
should
noticed
send a
that.
beautiful gift to Steph Curry. In the
Dang,
Golden
he
State
love
Warriors.
that shit. He's like,
Because if
shit,
those
boy.
2 championships are not in the resume, your shit's look real funny. That resume looking real funny. Now that you couldn't do it without them, it still looks a little. Nah, I'm gonna put a little asterisk next to those Golden State
sir.
ones.
Right.
Call that nigga every holiday like you something else, boy.
I appreciate it. How's the family? How's the family? Knicks head coaching. Any thoughts of who could be their coach?
Meta world peace.
Not a chance.
That man
That'd be
campaigning
the,
right
that
now.
would be the illest shit, yo. If he can't, like, you'd be like the biggest plot twist of like.
I mean,
like,
Steve
what
Nash
in the
was the coach
world
of the
is-
Brooklyn Nets, so I guess you
That
could do it
would-
like.
Charles Barkley.
Are they gonna call Steve Nash?
Charles Barkley.
Pull a JJ? do one podcast with Braun become a coach?
Fuck it, Melo. Get his dumb ass on.
Melo ain't doing that.
He ain't doing that. He's smoking right now.
Way too
Nah,
much money.
who do you
don't
think
play.
just got fired? The Memphis coach, the Denver coach. It's gonna be Malone. It's gonna be one of them niggas.
Yeah.
Because these niggas had top 4 seeds in the West before they got fired.
I was saying Mike Malone most likely, but once I saw that they're
Nah, I
going
heard
for
Mike Malone's just like this dude, like Tibbs. He be working the shit out of niggas.
Yeah,
That's like,
yeah,
yo, just get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
I don't even like running. These niggas trying to make
but
me
different.
run.
Like it's like he's just too
The
much.
Yankees don't like
Tips is
basketball,
here. Like,
nigga.
nah,
That nigga
you guys
don't-
don't run until you can't
That nigga
anymore.
was so happy when they got eliminated. He's like, word.
He was happy.
I'll catch y'all later, nigga.
That everybody
the fuck
happy
out.
as shit. He said,
Niggas, that ain't one my horse.
I'll see y'all later.
I'm going to my horse.
that shit was outside, nigga.
Niggas like, yo,
He got
that nigga in November, yo, training
He's
camp.
out.
Next week already? It's like summer vacation ending for that nigga. Like, damn, got back to school on. Damn.
nigga just buy his street food.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck. It's gonna be one of them niggas.
I can't even think of who else is coaching.
Yeah, I don't.
Right.
Who else
They
got-
just giving out coach jobs
There's a
at
lot
this
of good
point.
coaches that
Fuck.
got fired, but I can't remember them though.
It's like it's not even coaches that are just in the league no more. I remember when they was just swapping them around.
and get fired.
I feel like they're not swapping coaches around no more. Like they was doing that for a little bit in the 2010
yeah,
era.
yeah,
You know
look
what I'm
at
saying?
coach
All these
trade.
coaches were getting swapped around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
Doc
Tom
got
Thibodeau's
traded.
here now.
I think the
and
Knicks
Doc,
might have a
you know
chance.
what I mean?
Literally got
Jason
traded.
Kidd.
Yeah.
I think Jason Kidd might be like, nigga, you guys pissed me off. Get me the fuck out.
Yeah.
They might
Yo,
have
bro,
a chance to get
He
him.
looked tapped out during that trade,
Nigga,
bro.
imagine you're a
bad.
coach and you go to sleep and the next morning you lost your best player, nigga.
Right.
Your best friend.
And you gotta sit there
they didn't tell you beforehand or nothing.
And you gotta be mad positive in the fucking press conference. You wiping boogers out your eyes like, yeah, AD's gonna be a good support for us.
Dude, listen to back on
that
pissed
nigga
off.
rolled out of bed and was like, Luka.
That nigga dead ass was in his seat like this. Son.
Tight, nigga.
I asked him a question. He was like,
We'll see what happens.
AD's a wonderful player.
So love to have him.
What am I
We
supposed
can't wait to start this new chapter.
He said, we got another big man.
crazy. 82nd game over there, he had like fucking 35 and 12. So I was like, damn.
We got
And then he got hurt.
He got hurt
right
the same
away.
spot he got hurt before.
away.
But he came back.
And he came back, then he got his ass whooped by us.
And then Kyrie got hurt.
And then Kyrie got hurt.
That was a
That's
big
what it was.
Yeah, that
And they got kicked out
everybody's
with a
hurt.
play.
Imagine they're like next year, like championship level team, and like, we're like, oh shit,
Kyrie's
Nico
probably
was
not playing
right.
next season.
They got, yeah, he's probably gonna be missing the
Yeah,
whole
next
season.
But imagine like it pans out.
Well, they got Cooper
Nico-
Flag now.
If
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
about
If they don't trade him.
they gonna get.
they don't trade him.
The nigga said,
Yeah, they're gonna run
another
him first.
big
They're gonna run him first while Kyrie's out. They're gonna
JK's
run
like,
him.
this one's white, great. Another one of these niggas.
They're gonna run him while Kyrie's out. Build up his.
I thought they said they weren't going to trade their pick.
Yeah, but they also said they're gonna trade Luka. So what happened?
Nah, they're gonna run up his tab while Kyrie's out.
I don't remember them saying that.
They're gonna run up
Yeah.
his tab. His tab get
Mark
up
Cuban
there,
said
then he
that.
can. Then they're gonna get a check.
Mark
Right.
Cuban said he'd rather get divorced than to trade Luca. And the minute that he's like, y'all can run the team, they're like, we're going to trade this motherfucker.
Yeah, he was like, shit.
That nigga wasn't happy either.
They was like, shit, nigga, Dad's gone. Nigga, turn the music up.
Nico out here bugging.
Yo,
That nigga, like,
AD nice.
Yo, you saw what they were saying?
He was close friends with him, that's why.
Fire him, bro. They got a picture of that nigga on social media like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog.
nah, I'm not going to lie to you. I give him, like, when Luca came back, my nigga, you could have stayed in the office. You could have stayed
Yeah,
home,
you-
nigga. But
no-
you came to the crowd. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You
Yeah.
were bold like,
You know
yeah.
what he was doing.
He was bold, nigga.
And that nigga, yo,
You have to stand on business
I
at that
think
point.
that was the most predictable game I've ever like. I was like, Luca is about to go off for 40, and this nigga went off for 40. Like it was literally like, I bet that game easy. Like Luca, fucking
Couple
million
shots,
points off.
16.
Yeah,
Nigga.
yep.
Like,
After having like 16 points and fucking like 18, he had a terrible game.
One more player that they talk about where he might be traded. He might not. Got a couple cases going on now. I might have to give him the nickname.
Who the fuck you
Zion?
talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
I might have to give him the Deshaun Watson nickname, the dangerously horny Zion Williamson, because this nigga's out here.
no, he ain't there yet. He ain't there
Saw
yet.
that the other day. I
Duke
saw
niggas,
that.
man.
This nigga just first of all,
why he
I
keeps saying that.
I just said this the other day. He just don't give a fuck about his
Yeah,
career.
you know.
No,
Man, he's very
paid.
careless.
You know
I'll
what
tell
I
that.
think? I think it is.
boy
It's like
paid.
he been beefing with New Orleans since he got drafted.
He don't want to be there.
He don't want to be there, and these niggas don't want to trade him. So
Yeah,
he's sitting
they
there
don't
like,
wanna- right.
I guess I'll just like
Yeah.
Curse, bro.
stay down here and fuck bitches.
Yeah.
Like, what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Nigga, like,
Because they're like
I
they
went
know.
to the arena. It was real dead, man. not that the crowd wasn't there. It was like full, but it was compared to a Celtics game.
Yeah.
Niggas
It's
on their
like
phones
niggas
and
don't
shit.
give a fuck.
They're disciplined over there, huh?
Bro,
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
extracurricular. Nobody throwing those t-shirts in the. It's just a basketball game. In and out. I'm watching a high school game and felt like
That should
it's
be Mardi
weird.
Gras every game.
Yeah,
Everybody should be going crazy.
You gotta party that up. You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
put some
supposed
music
to
or
be
something.
lit,
Get a
yeah.
jazz band or
Nigga,
I don't know.
When has New
Something.
Orleans ever been popping?
That's crazy.
Ever.
That shit like a
The Saints?
graduation, nigga.
The
They
Saints
like,
keep
all right,
popping.
now you can clap.
the basketball team.
I know. I'm talking about like
What was in New
they
Orleans
should be like the
before?
Nothing.
Nah,
Yeah, AD.
No
Pelicans.
niggas.
Hornets.
Before the Pelicans.
New Orleans niggas don't care about New Orleans
Hornets.
teams,
Yeah,
bro.
Hornets.
Nobody gives a fuck
And then
about.
Chris Paul.
Oh, DeMarcus.
Yeah.
How much,
The Hornets now used
tell
to be
them
the
how much those tickets
Bobcats.
were, nigga.
Yeah, the Hornets now used to
I
be
get
the
The same
Bobcats.
price as a value meal at Taco Bell was
Yeah.
the fucking tickets.
$40 for some good seats.
Yeah. And that's number 5, nigga. They got number 5.
I saw some bad ones for $3. You know what I'm saying? $3. I could have been in the back of the bleachers. If I wanted.
Nah, I put 40.
I was like, you know what?
Give me
If
courtside.
if that's yeah.
I put $100 go for $250. You might call a play, nigga. Like, yo, let me get 5 minutes in the game, nigga.
Fuck around, walk the Weezy crib after. nigga.
give you a jersey for $250. But send him in the bench.
Some teams
No?
you can see Zion too. If they now Dumore's like, we're not trading him. Like, yes, you are. Shut up. You're lying ass nigga.
That's
You're
why you
trading
got him to the
gotta-
draft
You
thing.
gotta let
Man,
him go. know.
The lottery picks.
For his sake, like, yo, just break up at this
Yeah.
point. It's like a toxic relationship. Like, y'all don't like each other, nigga.
Right.
Like,
It's
stop.
like what he's doing to himself is obviously because he don't like y'all, and what y'all doing to y'all so is obvious because y'all
He's
don't like
unhappy,
y'all.
so he's lashing out.
he asks you, screaming for help.
Yeah, exactly. We need to help
Like,
him.
people
That
are
man
confused.
said
Like,
no for-
he's a man, right? What do men do when they're depressed? Eat a lot of food, fuck around
This
a
nigga's
lot.
fat. This
You know
nigga's
what I mean,
fat.
nigga?
Just giving out $40.
Yeah,
Grow a beard.
Grow a beard. Yeah. What is it?
He out there bullshit.
He out there slamming. He out there
tattoos.
passing 40s out. You get a 40, bitch. You
Yeah, like, nigga.
Niggas at
Don't you
every
play
bar
tonight?
like drinks
Man,
on me.
I don't even know.
Nigga, he's going crazy, man.
You know what pisses me off the most? When that nigga plays, he's fucking shits. Nigga.
Yo,
every
30
time.
or 15.
Balls
Niggas like,
crazy.
wow.
That's why they don't want it.
They gotta trade him.
They're like, yo, this nigga's
I like Miami. No one wants to go to see this nigga in Miami anymore.
Yeah.
Riley?
Yeah, they're done with him. He's a dictator.
that nigga Pat Riley.
But
Some people need that, like,
yeah, but like
get him in
Man,
shape.
oh.
these
Yeah,
young
but
niggas
it's
don't
like-
like that shit. They don't like the discipline no more. They don't want nobody yelling at them.
That's what it is.
Pat Riley's like,
That's
nigga,
what
you're not
it
even.
is.
You can't go to the liquor store without this.
Right. That's the thing, though.
That's all these kids these
But that's
days.
the thing, though. He tried to do that. He trying to do that with like. He tried to do that. First of all, he tried to do that with somebody who like didn't want to be there. Jimmy didn't want to be there. The team is not formed like that yet to even be that kind of guy. So it's like
You
that's
know
why
how
he needs to
Jimmy
tone
get.
it down right now.
Like, I'm
It's like
curious
that's
what
the only
happens
reason
with the
why
Heat, too, because like
they get another star.
they're gonna break down the whole. They say they're gonna break down the whole shit.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I heard, speaking of Knicks head coach, they
came here.
Maybe they could make a phone call to Miami. Yo, Spoelstra, you want to start? We'll give you the Popovich deal. You get the GM and the fucking. You can be GM and coach. Run the shit.
He's already. He has everything in the heat.
Hey, Pat Riley about it. No, I don't.
Alright,
God
but like-
forbid. You know what I'm saying? But like, he's
No, but I
getting
think
old.
if
Pat
you're
Riley has
Spoelstra, you're not a
molded
little.
spoke.
You're not a little bored. Like I've been here for 15 years, nigga.
He's about to
I'm
be Pat
tired.
Riley though.
Yeah,
Huh?
right.
He's literally
He
about to be
set
Pat
him up to be
Riley.
Pat Riley.
Pat Riley's like 95.
That nigga is not.
Look that up. He's old as hell, man.
He is old though.
Bro, and he look.
That nigga's not
He
95.
look healthy. That's what it is. That
He
nigga
might
like-
be 80.
Nah, he like
That man 80 on the dot.
Look at that. On the dot.
1945.
That
was a war.
That's World War II, nigga.
was a great war.
That nigga born during the Great War, nigga.
This
Real different.
This nigga was coaching.
God damn.
Nah, Zion's gonna get traded to somewhere stupid like Sacramento
Lakers.
or like Detroit or actually Detroit would be bad. Nigga.
Lakers.
Detroit
He'll be
would be
real
better.
cheap
Detroit
right
What
now.
you gonna do in LA?
Kate Cunningham with
That nigga's out here impregnating and all these fucking.
He gonna get crazy.
In LA, nigga. This nigga is going ape shit. That nigga's gonna have 3 Kardashians by fucking December, nigga.
He getting close.
He getting
crazy.
close, dog.
He gonna impregnate Lauren London, nigga.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy, man.
Yeah, everybody.
Zion,
We thought Lauren London was holding it down, huh? Yikes!
But yeah,
Allegedly.
Yikes!
let's not get into that.
Who thought she was holding down?
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you.
That was tough.
I always thought she was a fast one anyway. I always thought she was.
I mean, she has a baby with Weezy.
Yeah, trust me.
baby.
That never got past.
We have reached my favorite part of the show. The DJ Buff Cassette question.
You are now in the mix with
DJ Buff
DJ
Cassette question is the game we play at the end of every episode. It's a simple game. Y'all played before. We asked you 2 different options. You choose one or the other one.
It's a red pill or the blue pill. It sounds simple. People mess up all the time.
We have to ask you. The first question is always the same, but we have to ask you again because of the Manny G rule.
Yes, sir.
I already know these niggas answers. This piss me off. Yeah, whatever. Jordan or
I'm
LeBron?
already prepared for it. But
Shit, nigga.
it changes too. Imagine.
I got LeBron now.
I respect your consistency.
Some people come up here and change it up. It's
There's
like,
only
whoa,
one person that ever changed it.
That's
It was
crazy.
Manny.
Manny's the only nigga who ever changed his answer.
Kobe?
Yeah.
Huh?
Kobe.
No.
That's what you said last time. That's what you said last
That's
time.
that orange
That's
pill.
his
The orange pill.
That's that orange pill that he said not to take.
No, that's a gold pill.
Nigga, I like chewables, nigga. Let me just.
Pop them shits like Skittles,
You know what I
nigga.
mean?
Nigga, I ain't learned
Let
how
me
to
just get my
swallow
Flintstone and keep it going.
I like pills.
Ain't no pill popper. All right, let's move on to the real questions.
All right.
Better mixtapes. Fab or Weezy?
What? Okay. Oh, that's supposed to be a trick. Weezy, anyway.
That'll be a trick question, right?
You be careful, Joe.
I know. I'm over here.
You gonna look up his mixtapes, nigga? Do you need to do that right now?
Nah, that's
nigga, bro,
Weezy all
like-
day, baby.
Yeah, I got Weezy.
That's Weezy all day.
I figured, but they could have been a big Fab fans. Soul Tapes was a good series.
I mean, yeah, I like
FABOLOUS.
What
There's no
Los Way was like, that's like
Loso's Way was like
No, there's
2010.
no competition.
Yeah,
Two.
competition, yeah.
I said mixtapes though. I didn't say
That makes sense.
I can't.
Loso's Way is not a mixtape.
No,
I didn't say
competition.
Los's Way. Oh, yeah.
I could never tell which was a mixtape or an album. With
Well, back
Fab, yes you can.
I couldn't.
Everything was a mixtape.
If it was
except
good, it was a
Loso's
mixtape.
Way.
With Weezy, I
As an
can.
album.
He
Everything
always
was
changing beats and shit.
Everything was a mixtape except Loso's Way.
That's
If
crazy.
That helps. If that helps.
It does a lot.
There's no
honestly.
competitions. The Soul Tapes.
Those are all mixtapes.
mixtapes.
Yeah, I thought Soul Tapes would have been
Summertime Shootouts.
That's an
One
album.
and two.
The last one. The third one.
Oh.
That's crazy. Why?
Keep it a stack.
Unless that Fab,
I
he
was
has a
never
lot of
huge on
mixtapes.
Fab.
I still go Weezy
He's
too.
great.
Just
Weezy
because of the
baby.
era.
I'm a Weezy fan for sure.
Yeah, I was never huge on Fab. I ain't gonna hold you. I always bump Fab, but I never was.
I definitely
Girl,
was both.
I'm
But
I was
you
never
know,
a throw that Fab.
I was making fun of Lanier because I'm a Chris Brown fan. He's making fun of me. I was like, nigga, you just waiting for Soul Tape 4 to drop, nigga. That's like, get over that. There's new music out, nigga. Let it go, nigga.
Soul Tape 4
is not
crazy.
coming.
Soul Tape 4 did go crazy.
Go crazy.
Soul Tape
I
4
would go
definitely.
crazy. Yeah, you're right. You should. What's Fab doing?
He was on like a little run, dropping like YouTube videos and shit, like little freestyles and stuff, and they were fine.
Chilling in New York.
Cause they're working on his fashion and shit now. Nah, them
chilling.
niggas do.
What else you gonna do now?
He's doing it right. He's doing it
Loso's
right.
Way.
yo. Some people
Wear
overstay-
skirts and kilts and
some
shit
people
now.
overstay their welcome.
1, 2.
In the gym, you know, good fit.
Some people overstay their welcome. He's dropping a little like songs here and there, give you a little.
Yeah, I'll pull up the venue.
You know
I'll
what
do
it
a
is.
show real quick.
You know what it is.
He gets it.
I can't remember.
He's living. He's just living. You know?
Something slight.
Good to do it, you know.
All right, in their prime, Gilbert Arenas or John Wall?
Man,
God, they got to replace him. Hibachi.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go hibachi with that one.
Niggas, there's a
I'm
whole
a
generation.
John Wall.
I think most of these young motherfuckers out there don't know Gilbert like that.
That's
No,
why. That's
they only
exactly
know
why.
him for like his antics online.
It's more
That's-
two-way than
I don't
John
even think
Wall
I don't
ever
even think
be.
that young crowds paid attention to that
Yeah.
shit. Like Gilbert, just like they don't know who the fuck that nigga is.
And John Wall was more
He's
of like
one of the most popular podcast
yeah,
guys right now.
they probably know
To our
his
age,
age.
right?
No,
His
to
son
anybody.
though, like his son is.
But it's
Elijah?
like John Wall, no jumper, really wasn't a defender. He could just like he's like not Wade as a defense type, but like
That
he
nigga
just
robbed
he
the
blocked
fuck out of
niggas.
Washington for their
Like
money.
he was an athlete.
John
yeah,
Wall?
John
'Cause
Wall.
he's a freak athlete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an athlete.
And he was
bro.
fast as fuck.
Yeah, he's an athlete. That's all it was. And he got skill, but
You know, I
His
think I
prime
missed
was
his
so short.
yeah,
His prime.
I missed his entire career.
John Wall?
John Wall.
I didn't watch basketball for like 10 years.
yeah,
Yeah, his
I didn't watch it until he got to the playoffs with LeBron.
yeah. Yeah, nah, I was
Once he
watching-
was on his way out is when I got back into it again.
Yeah, I was watching him. Yeah, on the Wizards, bro. He was nice. No, he just couldn't shoot. There was no consistent shot. No,
That nigga gave Kobe 60, nigga.
he did. But think
Hibachi?
about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you
Some
Kobe,
yours?
Kobe,
That was Dame before Dame.
But think
Some
about
yours.
it. Kobe's 37, 36 is not the same as Bron's 36. I mean, when at that age, like,
I don't know if Kobe was that old when that happened.
was he like? Fucking what? Probably
My nigga,
33,
I think
34
that was
type
prime
shit.
Kobe.
Nah, that wasn't prime Kobe. Hell no.
That was like
No.
06.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Gilbert Arenas
John Wall?
was the-
Oh, you talking
no,
about Gilbert
Gilbert
Arenas?
Arenas.
Gilbert.
Fuck.
Wait.
I thought we were talking about John Wall, nigga.
John got in like 2010, 2012.
Oh, I gave nobody 60, nigga.
That's why I said
John Wall gave Kobe 60? It's like,
when
what?
the fuck did this happen?
I missed that one, guys.
Ew,
Gilbert
no.
gave that nigga 60,
of
bro.
course.
NBA Live,
I know that. That's
cash in NBA Live.
I used to hate facing fucking Big Ariel. Him and Gilbert Arenas,
Him and
motherfucker.
Braun
That was that
had that in
Brandon
the
Roy
playoffs
era.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he balled out on niggas in the playoffs too against Braun. He did his thing, bro.
Yeah,
Gilbert
but
did that nigga.
they got destroyed.
Of course.
Because
Braun
fucking
beat that
Braun,
ass.
I'm gonna score 40.
always in
like
the way.
on
He
his
was
face
just
right
in the
now.
way.
Braun was like, everybody.
My favorite thing is Jeff Teague. Like, I've never beat that nigga in my life.
Nah. Oh, him and
He's like, I beat him 4 times in the
Yeah.
playoffs. I got swept 4
Yeah.
times.
Him and
I've
DeRozan.
never beat this nigga in my life.
Him and DeRozan high five.
DeRozan,
that shit.
DeRozan, don't even look at
depressed.
me, LeBron.
Right.
Get the fuck away from me, nigga. Fuck
Man,
you,
Don't
nigga.
touch me.
Every time I have a good year, you ruin
Nigga,
it.
We were supposed
DeRozan
to
was
win the chip.
And then I leave and you leave and these niggas win a championship. Go fuck yourself.
Of course,
nigga.
yep.
LeBron would be my nemesis, nigga. I hate that nigga so
Hate that
much.
nigga forever.
Now they're both in California.
DeRozan was like, "Oh, he got me out of there.
Yeah.
He got me out of
Oh, I
Toronto."
would hate if I was Toronto. Oh my God.
Paul George said, "Oh yeah, me too.
Oh, he was supposed
Got
to be
me out of
somebody.
Indiana.
Yeah, right.
Got me out of there."
Everybody.
That was a great
Bron,
series
shout
too.
out for-
Bron at the crib like,
Shout out to Gilly for completely roasting Paul George on his
"Yo,
podcast. Nigga.
bro,
your
oh
face.
my
Nigga, you an ass, bro. You had 15.
Oh
Tobias
my
Harris gave us that.
Yo,
That
Gilly?
was bad.
Yo,
That
yo,
was
yo.
bad years for him.
Gil is
Paul
a
George.
demon, man.
Yeah, he was hurt,
He's a
man. I feel
demon.
bad. I feel bad. He was hurt.
Shit, stop
He's always hurt.
I don't-
Never healthy.
I don't like the Sixers at all, but
Paul
that
George
was a
in
hurt
general,
team.
these last 3-4 years of him has not been good.
Because Clay got hurt.
Yeah.
He put it.
He's
work
still
in.
coming back trying to drop that 20.
Shout
He
out.
going crazy.
Remember.
Shout out Paul
Remember.
George.
Clippers traded SGA for Paul George.
Crazy.
Shout out Paul George because both his teams are in the finals.
Right. Both
They
Crazy.
traded him away.
He's just one of those like
Crazy.
good players that they don't have that winner's gene. Like they don't have that like.
He's just not
Yeah,
a
he had it all,
Batman.
too.
He's
Some
not a
people-
leader.
That nigga's,
He's a
going, that
role
nigga's going to
player.
be forgotten.
Yeah,
No
that's
way.
sad. But yeah, it
That
is.
nigga's
These
gonna be
young
like
these young niggas
an
glorify
Allen
him.
Houston
Not
ass
anymore.
nigga or like
Not anymore though.
Yeah, because he's falling off, but it's not
That's
like
it.
Bro, he's
just that doesn't
always
that doesn't mean he
super
did.
inconsistent.
He was very influential to a lot of these young hoopers. Like,
Yeah, because he was
I don't understand
6'10",
that. Yeah.
great defender, could do everything on offense,
like,
but
he was
doesn't
that
play.
nigga, in that John Wall era, whatever that I was missing. Paul George was killing shit.
Yeah.
How the hell you know you were missing it?
Because I heard. Niggas told me.
Shit gets around. Shit gets around.
That was a little bit. John Wall was a little bit after the Pacers era, but
Yeah.
he was during
That
that
Pacers
OKC
era, that
time.
was my team.
Okay,
That
that
was my
OKC
team.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The almost defensive
Danny
player of the year
Granger.
that year, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
OKC time. That was definitely John
Next-
Wall's time right there.
Actually, Paul George was shitting on OKC.
Yeah, he
was.
was nice on OKC.
He was
That's
like
when he
third
developed
MVP that
that
year.
shot. I feel like he developed that jumper over there for sure. Because Russell was balling
Passing the
dominant
ball.
like a motherfucker.
He should have just stayed in OKC. He went to LA.
He should have. But
Everybody always wants to go home, and
I
it
felt
never
like
works
there
out.
was issues
Like,
over there though,
They go
because
back to,
Russell was having issues over
remember
there.
when
and all
Marbury
that.
went back to the Knicks and
Yeah.
everybody always goes home and that shit fails. Like,
Because Russell was having issues there his last year over there. He ran that whole year. He ran it
remember-
with him, but they didn't give him
Remember,
nothing.
OKC could do whatever they want this season. That team's gonna get broken up.
They also got 100 fucking picks too. So
NBA is like, nope. You want a super team? You gonna pay. And most owners like,
See, but they're like the Warriors. That was a built team. Like it was no one was paid.
but you
there.
still gotta not yet.
Yeah, but they,
Chet
but-
Holmgren is going to get paid. This nigga, Jalen Williams just made the fucking All NBA team.
Only ones- only-
That's max money.
If you really think about it, I feel like the only ones that are really gonna get real paid raises is Shea and like Alex Caruso. No one else
So you
is really
think Chet's
getting.
gonna play for dollars and cents?
But he
nigga?
has to be more consistent though.
Bro, that
He's
nigga's
not
done-
been.
Bro,
I
like
don't
his
think
third
he
year.
does. Not
the
for, not for
fucking
bread.
7th, 8th man is making $20 million a year in the NBA. He's gonna get paid, nigga.
He's comfortable though, so
He is though, but he's been there for mad. Yeah, he's supposed to. But it's the fact that I'm talking about niggas like Alex
he's
Caruso and
commercials.
Hartenstein just got there and they're already making a better impact than you, bro.
yeah.
that hard sounds a great.
It's not.
pickup.
It's
know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
not
I
what.
just added on
It's
in
not
2K.
what I should be paid. Is what the market says. I
No,
should
no,
be paid.
absolutely.
That's the
Absolutely.
problem.
Absolutely. But then again, I don't think he deserves it though.
No,
Hartenstein.
Hartenstein.
I think he needs another year to show me
You black,
something.
black.
Yeah.
Chet needs to show me something another year.
Yeah.
And I think
but
he needs to show
eventually,
me.
if they progress like they're supposed
But
to,
if they win
you
a
can't
chip,
pay everybody.
so, like, I don't know how it works, but if you win a chip, you don't get more money.
team
no.
bonus.
You get- you get a boost.
Nah, the team is
Like,
like
you
a-
have more money to put into the roster.
a championship
No,
bonus.
that-
Nah.
You get like a little.
If that's the case,
bonus.
and niggas would like you would win championships and no one could contend with you because you keep
How
making
did-
money.
How the Lakers get so?
They're
They're
fucking the
rich.
Lakers, nigga.
and they cheat.
No, I know. How do you get that rich? Is winning championships, right?
No, he was already
You're
rich.
a popular brand. Why are the Yankees so? Because they're a popular brand. Niggas, a million.
Yeah,
these niggas
market.
are 3,000 miles away from LA. They're Laker fans.
That
That's
money
why.
goes into your roster.
But you're winning.
No.
You're winning.
That's what
Brings
I'm
your
saying.
wages
How
up
the
too,
Lakers-
because you're
they're
that's when your
popular.
revenues.
And
yeah,
you
exactly.
NBA has a
Right.
salary cap anyways. It doesn't matter how
Right,
much money
exactly.
Plus, rich fucking owners don't care about paying shit like that.
you make. Lakers are
Dolan,
dumb.
whatever, is making all that money off the fucking Madison Square Garden.
He don't give a
Not,
fuck.
not from the
You
Knicks.
think he gives a fuck if the Knicks win?
No. He doesn't know who the coach is right now.
When every musician's dream is to
He's like,
sell
I'm
out
making
Madison
money,
Square
bro. I don't
Garden.
give a fuck.
He don't give a damn. He don't, yeah, get Thibodeau out of here. I don't even know who that is.
You might not win a championship, but Kendrick Lamar's coming here next week and he's gonna sell that bitch out. So it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, I don't give a fuck.
Yep, pretty much.
Shit. All right, next question.
Chalamet.
What show would you take? Jamie Foxx show or the Wayne brothers?
Wayne Brothers. Actually, I had to think
Actually
about
saying
that.
that
It took.
about you.
I thought I had to think about it, but then it took like 2 seconds. I'm like, actually, no, Wayne
Saying that
Brothers.
about you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I really like Fancy, bro.
I like
Brothers.
Brothers.
We're
Fancy was
happy
my,
and
like-
we're
like
singing
crush.
and we're coloring.
I know, but that's it though. If we just go around the
High
that show.
five.
Wayne Brothers is my shit, yo.
Wait, so
Great show.
I'd probably pick Wayne brothers.
For the show, yeah.
Yeah.
But Jamie Foxx show, niggas
That's
can
great
sleep on
too.
that.
Oh no, they do.
That
though.
shit
Of
was
course,
hilarious.
I know when it
Absolutely.
went.
Hey, Pierre, you can come out here and
Yeah,
That's
no
what I
bullshit.
was on
I fucked
TV.
with that shit.
I definitely like would
It was a sleeper.
would
It
go
was a
past.
sleeper.
If I saw
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, sometimes I
Exactly.
wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
If it was Wayne's Brothers, I'd watch it on my
Wayne
Yeah,
Brothers
it was
like
like
WB.
click on.
When
Just a
when it was
sister.
a dance battle against
Braxton?
against Braxton, that's one of the greatest scenes ever, nigga.
I gotta watch it all again. I don't remember.
No, it's hilarious. It's on
Jamie
YouTube.
Foxx.
On
I still
Netflix.
call
I'm
I still
watching
call
Martin
niggas
right now.
Braxton ass niggas. Like I still use that as a term. This Braxton ass nigga, yo.
Fresh Prince fully. I'm watching
Carlton ass
Martin
nigga.
now. So after that, I'm gonna watch Wayne's Brothers.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch
none of these shows are Fresh Prince, obviously, but
I don't know. Martin's kind of like.
Oh, Martin and Fresh Prince,
good,
they aye.
I think
They're different vibes, man.
Yeah, they are different vibes. They're two different
Both
vibes.
great.
But they're
Both
eye
great.
to eye.
Martin might be
They are eye to eye to
funnier.
me.
huh?
I'm laughing more watching.
Yeah, well,
Martin.
Yeah, but
Martin's
it's
more
different.
ad
I
libs and
think
shit.
because Martin, I feel like his comedy more grit. It's way more.
And it's
grit
more
than
physical
Mike.
comedy. His like
Than-
it's more like
yeah,
you know.
it's way more.
Will's
Grit.
trying to you got Uncle Phil trying to teach you.
Yeah.
Uncle Phil's pops to a lot of niggas, bro.
There is no dad in Martin.
Yeah.
No father figure like that.
He's not a family show, nigga.
Is that I'm talking like where Tommy, like if it was a situation like Fresh Prince, Tommy would be the guy coming like, nah man, we gotta do it like this, blah blah. That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Tommy ain't got no job. That's hilarious.
Yeah, Fresh Prince is more
hilarious.
like
It's just funny.
summertime friend vibes.
Yeah,
That's what Fresh
trying to
Prince
teach
is.
you lessons like,
Yeah.
oh, don't drink
Full
and
House.
drive.
Where Martin is more like the
It's like,
homies
it's
here
like
talking
Family
shit.
Matters,
That's
those kind of
why.
shows.
Yes,
Fresh Prince
exactly.
was like that.
Yeah,
man.
that- one of those. Yeah.
See young
Martin
black
is-
man and not to fuck up. That's
I mean,
what Fresh Prince
Martin's
was
like the
doing.
homies, the niggas.
Yeah.
Tommy ain't
Talking
got no
good.
job. That hits home. Nigga.
It's ill seeing like the 90s style with
Yeah.
the Jordans. He always had the,
Yo,
Yeah.
you know Will Smith got
Yeah, that boy was.
he got every Jordan
Shit,
mailed to him
boy.
before the episode. Cause that was the advertising for Jordan. He said,
Yeah.
yeah, they sent it to me every episode.
His shit was fire.
That boy used to be so drip, boy.
that 90s shit is crazy.
I ain't gonna hold you, Martin too. Actually,
Yeah.
you actually
Yeah,
gonna
Martin
watch
has
those
crazy-
episodes.
yeah,
Yeah,
Martin
Martin
has
used to
crazy
crazy.
outfits,
Put that shit
crazy
on,
outfits.
nigga. I ain't gonna hold you.
Shit.
I gotta watch
That
Martin
shit
again.
I mean, if you have your own show, I'm gonna have wardrobe in the bus.
Yeah, I gotta have something.
Yeah.
Like,
The whole thing.
I def got to get a drip to Fresh Prince. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Fresh Prince.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I gotta give it a Martin, man. I gotta give it a Martin. on
Mine
that
was
one.
not fresher than fucking Will.
Oh no,
bro.
freshman. Oh, we talking about yeah. Nah,
this
what?
nigga
That's
Will
Mike
Fuller.
Lowry, nigga.
One's
That's
Prince.
Mike Lowry, nigga.
Yeah,
Fuck
Mike
outta here. Ain't nobody fresher than Mike Lowry,
Yeah,
nigga.
nigga,
He said, "Nigga, when you going to a picture or a barbecue?"
That nigga's chasing down Cubans in a Versace suit,
Yo,
nigga,
nigga.
in a Ferrari, nigga. The coldest scene, yo, the coldest scene
whapping that
is
shit
when
for
this
his
nigga's
son?
driving the silver Ferrari and he turns that
Yeah.
bitch and he shoots the
Let that
Uzi
shit
out
off,
the
yep.
fucking. I was like, whoa,
Huh?
whoa.
Now show him your badge.
Oh, Lord. That shit got me. I'm about to watch that shit right now, nigga.
My
Now
love.
show him your badge. I
That was
agree with
my
that.
favorite.
That's great.
That's,
Amazing.
that's Bad Boys 2. That's my favorite
Yeah,
one.
Bad Boys
That's one. That's one.
Oh,
My favorite one, dog.
Oh, my God. Four came back well,
4 was great.
but whew,
It was alright.
There was a bumpy road to get there. 3 was I don't know what you tried to
He
do.
was like, whoa, what did we
sick of this hit a
What
child,
are we
nigga.
doing?
You feel me?
I guess
it's like
he said, I guess we're doing this.
I like that Martin stays with his age, kind of. It's like
No, I like that. Like,
I like
these niggas
that.
ain't jumping fences anymore. Like, yo, we old, nigga.
Yeah, I like that.
What we doing this for?
Mike Lowry don't really
Yeah.
get it. He ain't really following with the script, but
Well, that's Mike Lowry.
said-
nigga.
That's it.
It's Mike Lowry, nigga.
this nigga still
He
need
just in it
to
for the thrills. He's just in it for the thrills.
James Bond been fucking saving the world since the 1950s. That nigga hasn't aged a minute. That nigga's still jumping off helicopters and shit. Look at Tom Cruise.
Yo, bro.
Shout out to
that
Go.
nigga.
He on
So I don't think he's shooting movies,
70.
bro. I think he's literally saving the world and just filming himself do it.
Yeah, he does.
And he's like, all right,
He's
let
having
me
a great
just put
time.
this into a little movie. Cause nigga, like this nigga's doing crazy
I
shit.
saw the last
after-
movie he made. and he was hanging from that plane, bro.
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck?
Bro, at this
That's
point, you
real.
can literally
And
recruit
that's
to be a
that's scary.
secret agent.
He has to be.
Nigga said, "Did you get that? You did. You want me to do it again?"
Him in the submarine gave me so much anxiety in
Yeah,
theater.
he's really
I'm like,
forcing
bro, I don't like this at all.
He's forcing
Get
it.
out, get out.
He's old. To
Are they
be
gonna kill
that's
Tom
an
Cruise,
old
nigga?
nigga. It's like,
He's gonna die.
how do we save this nigga?
Yeah, that's like how many times? Like, nigga, you gonna slip up once.
Bro.
You gonna slip up once, bro.
Supposed to be the older you
said
get, so
run
less
it.
risks.
Right.
There's niggas out here like
You take it out.
The one where he does a motorcycle, this nigga just off a cliff and just fucking.
Yo, bro,
What are you doing?
I'm like, yo, what the f-
It's called, you know, the co-stars look at us. This nigga is wild.
dog, nigga? Yo,
So,
niggas don't
fucking-
even watch him take off.
Seen this shit recently.
Hope he makes it.
Matt Damon was talking to him and
yeah.
say, "How do you do all these like stunts and shit?" He's like, "Well, first I go to my safety coordinator. I tell him what we're doing. He's gonna say, absolutely not. No, you can't even do any of that. Then I get a new safety coordinator, and then I do it. Oh shit, that works.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna do it
second safety
regardless.
coordinator was like, before I answer this question, the last nigga lost his job.
I'm gonna do
I'm gonna
it.
need straight yeses from everybody.
Everybody's a yes man. Or you go home.
I care for your safety. I'm not gonna say you can't do it.
I'm a superhero, goddammit.
You're fine too.
Try to not
You
get
can
caught.
jump off the building. Go ahead, nigga. Damn.
Nigga, just do it.
Can you wear a wire a little bit?
Third nigga was like, you got that shit. Nigga.
I've seen these movies. You got
You know what's the greatest job in the world? Tom Cruise is stunt man. That nigga's in a chair like this.
I did all that makeup for nothing. 3 hours makeup. Sleep in chair.
That nigga's on
Nigga, I'm on my fifth smoothie. Nigga.
watch
What
pick
you mean? I
off.
thought I was doing the backflip. I thought I was doing the backflip off the cliff. Like, nah,
You were
I'm
doing shit.
gonna just do it.
He's like, I got it.
You're hired for insurance purposes, not to actually do
Legally,
shit.
I have to have you here.
Right.
It's like legally, I have
But
to
he
have
got it, though.
He teaches like the DI. What is it? The DI hires. What is it? DH? I don't know what the fuck. You gotta hire like some Spanish people, some black people.
Oh, yeah.
The contract says I have to have a couple stuntmen here. He treats it like peasants. Like I have to have you here so I don't get sued. So just sit there and just chill.
Cause say you watching that nigga Judas Jones.
Nigga, that's crazy.
Like, that nigga go crazy.
He said they wanted me to do
I'm
that.
actually afraid of heights.
They want me back for the
We don't
next
need you.
one. I
Right.
guess.
They're like, buddy, you can go get a coffee whenever you want. You don't have to sit here.
That nigga don't show up for a couple days. No one even notices.
He said we got
I
a
went
game
home,
room in the
bro.
back. We got a game room in the back.
They come back after 3 days. Yo, what up?
A free check.
They don't even know he's
Been
gone.
paying this nigga not to be here.
Crazy.
How about you stay home, buddy?
Food question. Yeah. Food question.
Oh man.
Chicken and waffles or steak and eggs?
Yo, chicken and waffles, nigga. What chicken and waffles?
This nigga, I'm really excited about that.
that shit.
I'm starving.
That shit
Nigga almost
goes
jumped out of the chair. Whoa.
Y'all niggas had that shit at Friendly's, bro?
Nah.
No, not Friendly's. No, what I said? Friendly's. No. Fuck. Not Friendly's. Fuck.
I'm gonna say we doing a little better than life.
Friendly toast.
Yes.
Oh,
Crack.
I haven't had it.
Yo,
I heard
no,
of
the
that
chicken
place.
and waffles with friendly toast is
God,
crazy.
I
I don't know what that little.
How many
The
times we talk
syrup
about
I
chicken
don't know
waffles?
what that syrup is,
It's
nigga.
like a buttery syrup, bro.
Nigga, how many times we talk about chicken waffles?
You've been that shit once.
Why would you mention it 100 times? We talked about chicken and waffles. What are you talking about? Like, why haven't you
Icing.
recommended this?
Yeah,
I forgot, nigga.
friendly
Damn.
toast.
Chicken,
My
super
bad, nigga.
fried up. Chicken tenders, nigga.
Chicken tendies.
I don't just have these restaurants in the back of my head ready for recommendations.
You should.
Chicken and waffles. Nigga.
Friendly
It's just a little
toast,
pricey, nigga. I don't go there all the time. Nigga. I mean, chicken waffles, nigga, they ain't cheap.
That plate
That's
nice,
a recommendation. I would have never
Yo.
went in there if nobody
Yeah.
said something.
So since we talking about that shit,
All right, chicken and waffles.
I'm definitely going.
You go with chicken waffles too?
Nah, I'm going steak and
He going
eggs.
steak and eggs.
That meant on
I
protein.
don't like waffles.
Me neither. Oh, but only in chicken waffles.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel you.
Exactly. There
I don't have
go.
waffles
I'm
unless
not
it's with
even
chicken.
big- I'm a pancake nigga. Fam.
I'm a pancake nigga too. That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, you niggas is getting way excited.
Because all these
You know everybody is
The range of emotions, like from like question to question, is
No,
hilarious.
like not everyone's a pancake nigga. Like,
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about no food in the house, my nigga making some
Yeah, I'll slap.
I feel you, bro.
I'll smack 10 pancakes
right
straight
before
up.
I go grocery
Give me a
shopping.
waffle.
I'm making
perfect. My shit is perfect.
I fuck with the fluffy egg rolls. I make like a French
Time it
toast.
perfectly. Like,
Belgian
I'm a
shit.
French toast ass nigga too.
Belgian waffles with French toast.
Like,
There's only a couple
Real
things
shit, real
things I
shit.
knew how to make when I was young, and French toast was one of them.
They teach you.
Toast, cinnamon, egg,
I get the
fucking shit. You know what I
Gourmet.
mean? I can do that.
all day long. All day long.
Come out with like 17 slices.
Shit.
Put a little
Who else
powder on
eat
top.
it?
Gourmet,
I
nigga.
didn't know anybody else eating
Throw a
it.
strawberry and a little blueberry on top.
Look at that. Take a
Put a
picture.
slice of some bananas, my nigga. Shit. Make a little happy face. Get a my son.
I'm Guy Fieri out here, nigga.
Yeah, that shit to my son.
But I still go chicken and waffles.
Yeah, absolutely.
But damn, I need to go back to the friendly toast.
Damn, boy.
I heard a rumor they were closing it, but I guess there was
right.
a problem. Yo, I'm gonna let you niggas know. Cause it reminds me, because I got fooled by something. You niggas need to check your sources when you're checking on Facebook. You niggas get fooled by a lot of fucking fake shit online.
You.
Dino,
See what happened, nigga?
Nah, it was
You, nigga.
yeah, it's definitely you.
Yeah,
It'll be like LeBron James asked for a trade. He's going to Cleveland.
Oh, hell no.
And this nigga will be like, nigga, that's crazy.
Oh, hell no. So y'all niggas must be talking about the D-Rose shit.
Yeah, I don't know what
Definitely,
it was.
yes.
But I seen a couple. I seen a couple. I was like,
That was one of them. I was like, that
Hey,
might be fake.
ESPN gets fooled sometimes. It happens to the best of us.
Happens. It's just
Oh,
out
no,
there.
Facebook with the worst.
I post Braun highlights of the past. Oh, that all be real. That all be real shit. Never post
No way
fake
I
shit
need
about
it.
Braun.
Who retires first? KD or Steph Curry?
Curry.
You.
Curry, because he got his time. He got what he need.
Yeah. What the fuck
If
does
he
KD
gets one
need?
more, then he's definitely done.
KD loves hooping. He's gonna
I'm
hoop
just here for love of the game.
And he honestly has nothing else.
He's
to
the
do.
Grim Reaper. Like
I feel like KD in the back of his mind knows he has something to prove, a ring of his own.
I don't think so because he would be playing like.
I think that he doesn't think.
I don't think he cares. I think he.
Exactly. I think he doesn't
believes
care.
He's solidified.
But I think
which
he
he
does.
is. I'll give. You are.
Nope.
I'm gonna give you like.
No, you're not.
I'll give him an
KD.
asterisk, but I'm gonna give you like,
KD.
all right, whatever, nigga. You're a champion. I have
been
to call
saying this for
by
so long.
definition of the rule. I have to call you an NBA
I don't think he
champion.
cares about any of that shit.
Yeah, I know, but it's not about him, though. That's what I'm saying at this point.
Yeah, I just
when
like
you
the
give
art
it,
of
when you
this
just
shit.
let a dumb motherfucker think for himself for his great career now, it's like, all right, now I'm not listening to you, nigga. Now it's about what we all believe is the real thing now as fucking basketball fans. Nigga, you haven't shown me shit.
Nothing. You couldn't win by yourself.
He was
You
nasty
could've.
though.
But you chose to
Yo,
go.
I just saw a picture of that Brooklyn roster. I was like, oh my god.
Yo.
I was like, what the fuck? These niggas had Blake Griffin coming off the bench when he was still Blake Griffin.
Like,
And these niggas didn't win shit.
Getting mad points.
Yeah.
50-point
Shit.
Blake Griffin.
they didn't win shit.
Nothing.
Crazy.
I'm upset that KD doesn't like. You should get more slack for being a failure at multiple teams.
You should. You feel me? Like a lot of teams. Like every
Like we're
team
just
you-
brushing through this Phoenix thing. Like you weren't a super team and you niggas didn't even make the play-in.
Yo, bro.
Crazy.
I-
Crazy.
And then they're like, oh well, KD just likes to hoop. I'm like, the fuck.
This is
nigga?
the shit that I've been talking about. And I get mad about this shit only because there was times, a lot of years where they was trying to say 1 or 1 and 2 with him and Braun. No, my phone. With 1 and 2 with him and Braun, and nah, he was never up there, bro.
I think
He was always
I think
two.
that's what hurt his soul. He realized like I'm never.
He was never
be
gonna
LeBron.
pass LeBron.
Never up there, bro.
And I think that's what.
But the niggas
that's why he
forget at
doesn't.
one point we thought KD was gonna beat the scoring
OKC.
record. At one point, like, yo, this nigga's scoring 30 a game at 19, 20 years old.
Well,
He might break it.
He hasn't slowed down. How
He has. He has.
He still averages like
He's
30 a
so
game.
He's like number 16.
yeah, he had like 27 last season or something like that.
Still number 16. Like 16.
He'll finish top
from
10.
10 to 16.
I know, but he's
He'll
still
finish top 10.
I don't see him like retiring anytime soon. I swear.
Well, he has no. If you think he has any chance of LeBron,
He's vibing.
I say
He's vibing. He's chilling, bro.
He's vibing,
He
bro.
could be hooping until he's like 45.
KD's the type. His
Getting
game
his
is
little 20 points.
he just gonna be out hoofed.
his game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His game doesn't.
that nigga's gonna get 25 till he's 50, bro.
Who
Making little
Durant,
threes in the
yeah,
corner.
who Durant can be. He's so skilled in his game, it can just adjust. every
I'm just going to do the same shit every day.
I'm gonna get mad if he wins one at like 45 a championship.
Yeah,
We're like,
that's what he
nah,
can do.
Nigga,
Yeah.
that don't count. That don't count.
That's 3.
Fuck you. If you throw the threes, though, nigga, fuck you. I'll be so mad. With your fucking Jeff Teague ass ring, nigga.
He
He gonna show Wimby mad shit.
too. like,
For the love of the game.
If he goes,
He can pull that.
That's a J.R. Smith ass ring, nigga.
For the love of the
Who
game.
else gotta win? The Marcus
got
Cousins
two.
ass ring.
I hate to see him holding the trophies when he was next to Curry, bro. I'm like,
Man.
No, I'll give him that.
After
In the
his
finals, he
73
deserved it. He balled
did
out in
go
the finals.
crazy.
of course.
Granted,
Of course.
you're getting open shots.
Yeah, you have
So whatever.
It's just like,
But-
goddamn, nigga.
Whatever. He pisses me off. All right. Who's getting out of jail first? This question. I gotta bring it. There's been new evidence, nigga. I was gonna retire
doing
this
life.
question,
I thought
but
you
new
did.
evidence has come out. This is an
hoping
ongoing
you
thing.
did.
I have to keep asking this. Who gets out of jail too? First, Tory Lanez or Diddy?
Oh, my. Lanes is out of there. Lanes is out of there. That bitch Meg is a liar.
Bro,
That petition getting up there too.
ain't no petitions gonna do shit.
Everybody always thinks the petition
I just hear too much.
They're like, yo, did you see it's up to 45,000 signatures? I was like, what the fuck is it?
Yo, and at the same time too, though, I seen that they don't have like. It's just like I said, that nigga been a weird ass nigga, but it's just the fact that Diddy's just a weird, freaky ass nigga.
So I'm watching the court case.
That's all that I'm seeing.
I'm watching.
I
Like,
guess
I'm
he
sorry,
is.
it's gonna sound crazy.
sorry.
Other than beating the brakes off, I'm almost say
Yeah, of
Cassidy.
course, of
I'm
course.
Cassidy.
Cassidy, that's
Other than that. Yeah, you got locked up for that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Other than that, you just look like a freaky ass
You're just
nigga,
a
bro. Like,
freaky ass
what laws
nigga.
are you breaking?
That everybody agreed
blow up
to be a part of.
cause they there.
Allegedly.
They there.
And don't get me wrong, I get
admitted
that.
Allegedly. There's
And
no
I get
evidence
that, but
of
that's what I'm
He
saying.
admitted it.
Allegedly, though.
Who admitted
but
it?
I'm saying no.
Diddy didn't admit to that.
He
admit
did.
that.
In
No,
text
he
message says, like, I'm sorry I blew up your car.
I don't think he said that. I didn't say that. They didn't say that.
My bad. I get
I'm
emotional.
sorry, I blew up your car. Nigga, that nigga.
I
Diddy
think
has
they
lawyers,
had,
and then it was
but
no
they
way.
did have in Texas him being like, mad aggressive and shit, like
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Cassie
they don't-
and shit. Yeah.
No,
Nigga, he did it. But he didn't have proof he did it.
And what about my car? He's like, what car?
It's one of those.
Exactly, nigga.
Nigga,
What car?
take that,
It's
take
gone
that.
now.
Nigga.
That's not enough to convict
That's not
somebody for that.
exactly.
You burn my
that's
shit.
not
But the
enough.
Like
problem
supervillain.
That's
is,
just not enough.
coming from the Tory Lanez
He a
thing,
freaky ass.
I've learned from Tory Lanez that it doesn't matter what happens in the court case. It doesn't matter who's the
No, it
witness. It
doesn't-
doesn't matter
no.
if those 12
Nigga,
people
you got
don't
niggas
fucking
here
like
that
you,
been to
nigga.
court. That
If those
shit
12
don't
people
matter.
don't fuck with you, you're going to jail.
That's always been
And
court.
I don't think that 12 people is going to let Diddy out of jail.
Like,
That's
if you
always been
if
court.
you
But
a,
there's that big ass wild card in the back.
bro, if you a black man, bro,
There's only one
Colored
way
man
Diddy
in
can get
general,
out. And
nigga.
you know what
and
way
you in the
that
court
is.
system, my boy.
Big Trumpo.
Boy,
Big Trump pulling up, be like, you know what?
yeah.
I think Tory has a better chance now. He got stabbed up. I think that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, clearly, you try to kill
I
him.
just- I just hate-
celebrity get fucking killed out
Yeah.
here.
I just hate how like they lie to
Yeah.
our like you gonna tell me like we're not stupid. So he gets stabbed, right? 2 days later, the evidence comes out that he might be not guilty.
Right.
Day before.
I don't want to blame Hove. I'll just leave it at that.
I'll blame Tata.
It might be Tata. It might be Tata. Because if it doesn't make sense, those Rock Nation lawyers, listen. So you just randomly, some Mexican dude really got upset and just stabbed them 35 times.
Hey man.
That's
like
He
not-
was doing
that's not
some.
how
You seen the
jail
video?
works.
He was doing some stabbing. Son was going.
I didn't
at
see it. I didn't see a
Nigga,
video.
like,
I saw
but I
him
also
walk out
said-
with the
Yo, bro,
holes
that
everywhere.
shit was-
I also
Yeah,
said,
like Punisher.
if they let Tory out,
Damn.
nigga, if they let Tory out and he drops a rap album,
Oh,
nigga,
man.
he's Tupac.
Oh,
nigga.
he's going crazy.
That album's
crazy.
gonna be
Maple
Bro,
Tupac.
He's
Yo,
Pac.
nah, no
Yo,
50
bullshit,
got
son.
shot. 50 got shot.
All eyes on me.
Yo, he was stabbing, my nigga. He stabbing. Yo, son took a break and went back to it.
That's crazy.
That nigga caught his breath.
Son turned around.
Yeah, that's
nigga,
crazy,
whoa.
son.
And he lived, nigga.
And
That's crazy.
He's Pac, nigga.
That nigga make a
Nigga
bang.
ran
That
down
nigga
the
make
He
stairs.
come
tracks.
out like
nah.
Pac in the wheelchair, nigga.
Nigga.
Fucking
Nah.
cast, nigga.
Facts,
Out of jail.
nigga.
That's Daystar.
That's deep. That nigga's
Tory.
crazy. I'd probably say Tory gets out first unless Trump pardons Diddy.
Mac got to move to the other end of the world, nigga. He started making bangers.
I know.
He started being on top of the world again. She gonna be punching the air. I
Punching
swear
the
to
air.
God, she punching that shit right now, nigga.
Nigga, every time he does anything, she's out talking shit.
It's like Angel Reese
what?
with Caitlin Clark.
You sound guilty, bitch. You sound like anybody could die. What? Da, da, da. I was like, you could just shut the fuck up.
That's it.
It sound like it sound exactly like
if the case
Angel
is over,
Reese and
he's in
Clark
jail,
shit.
you won.
Exactly.
Why
like
you
that
keep
shit.
talking?
That's
Just
it.
shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
But no, you don't want to shut the fuck up.
I don't know if
'cause you're
y'all
guilty.
noticed too. It's like we were just talking about this the other day. Like they keep turning this fucking Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark shit to like some racial.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Bro,
like,
they so
they're
these women
trying
are so pressed that she touched that floor.
y'all
bro.
just like
Busting
don't want to
their ass, my
admit
nigga.
that
It's like-
Angel Reese's ass.
Yeah, yo.
I don't know. I just
Nigga,
I would
34%
say-
from the
yeah, that's
field
crazy.
trash.
I would say it's just like
in the paint.
yo, like Caitlin Clark is literally their Jordan, bitch. So
Curry.
look at me, they get
They're Curry.
Yeah.
So
They're
like,
Curry.
like you're not in the same. They compare the two. You guys are not. It's just because they play each other in the championship game.
It's like Curry and
They're not on the
Andre
same
Drummond.
level.
They're not even close.
Not even close.
Curry and Drummond.
My girl watched no basketball. And she's like, oh, I want to watch Caitlin Clark. Nobody was like, oh, I want to watch Angel
You
Reese.
feel me?
Nobody.
Nobody. Come on, bro. But
Actually,
even
no.
when you do say that, you're
Nobody's
gonna watch
nobody's
it and be
watching
pissed
WNBA
off.
anyways.
nigga.
And it's all the female's fault.
You seen Brittany Griner complaining that this
It's too loud.
it's too loud. They're not used to having fans. They're getting a lot of support, so now this rattle. She's a little rattled. It's a little too much energy.
Didn't that bitch play in Russia, bro? Shut up.
She didn't play
She
in a
didn't play.
She
was
played
bad.
before she got locked up, nigga.
Yeah, it wasn't popping over there either. Nigga.
True. All right, next question. Who wins in a one-on-one right now? Michael Beasley or Lance Stevenson?
Mike. Mike about to go crazy on
Be
him.
easy.
Mike is so locked in.
That man is
In a way,
aggressive.
I don't know if niggas
I'm a little afraid,
understand.
nigga. Yeah.
I like this
He's
one-on-one
locked in,
shit.
but
Yeah, I
he's
love
locked
Problem-
in.
Here's the thing, like, even before this whole shit, I don't think there's a lot of people who can beat Michael Beasley in a
Nah.
one-on-one.
Nah.
So now that you pissed him off, like, which Lance is
nutty.
great at.
Of
Like,
course.
you know what I
That's what
mean?
he does.
Like,
Good job.
clearly-
He's a little unhinged.
But the problem is Lance is like, yo,
He's a little
this nigga's
cooked out there.
actually crazy, my nigga.
Yeah.
So you might want to relax. He don't seem like he has much to lose. So you might want to just tone it down. It's a one-on-one. Like, relax.
That
Easy.
nigga roll weed and get a scruffy bed, bro. Leave them niggas alone.
Just quiet niggas alone, bro. Just let them niggas be.
Beasley's wild.
He's
yo.
still coming out here to play 1v1s and coach.
Cooking you.
Leave him alone, bro.
That man had 8 watches on at one time.
That's not a nigga you want to fuck with.
Nah,
Both arms
I think
and
he had
legs.
time for everybody.
that nigga Lance is
All I got is for all of y'all, nigga. All I got
Lance
is
is nowhere
time.
near a superstar. Michael
Nah,
Beasley
he's
definitely
not.
could have been
Exactly.
a
If he
superstar.
had, yeah,
That's the thing I was
he
gonna
never
say
had a
with
shot,
Lance.
bro.
Yeah,
He wasn't- I think
exactly.
mentally he never had a shot.
Yeah,
that nigga,
literally.
That nigga was just a fucked up person who just happened to be very good at basketball.
Yeah, Lance always could have got like you always got exposed, bro. You just talk
Lance,
mad shit.
yeah.
Yeah, he just talked
Blow
mad
your ear and
shit
shit.
on his
What are you
side. Yeah,
doing?
but You got exposed every time, nigga.
He definitely was just like a stereotypical New York.
Food question. I know.
Food.
Ooh,
McDonald's or Taco Bell?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Taco Bell.
I didn't say it was gonna be good food, nigga.
All right, so I'm gonna add to this.
Wait,
All right.
could you let them answer before you go?
He said it, no?
Yeah, I said McDonald's.
Yeah, both said McDonald's. He said, boom. I heard it. Okay.
I didn't hear, nigga.
McDonald's, BK, Wendy's, Taco Bell. Put them in order.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so I'm going Wendy's, McDonald's, BK, Taco Bell.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that. That's a good list.
I feel like my list changes every day.
My shit gonna stay just like that.
I got McDonald's.
Y'all really fuck with McDonald's like
Only the fries.
Only the
that? That's all they got. That's all they got. That's all they got.
That's all they need.
I like
Don't get me wrong, I fuck with a McChicken.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
side tip,
McChicken
too.
and a bacon McDouble.
And like a trip, yeah, I mean,
Bro, y'all
like I
talk
said,
about dollar
yeah.
menus. You're not even talking like.
Yeah,
There's
not
no-
even a
wait,
name
hold
drop.
on.
Oh, they mean
Ain't
a
no
Big
dollar
Mac will
menu.
go crazy. A Big Mac,
Yeah,
a Big Mac
yeah.
go crazy to this day.
Y'all niggas
To the
have
What? To this day.
I've never been to the drive-thru, so I nigga order number one, nigga. Niggas not
Right.
ordering
Nigga,
that shit.
that's me. I'm a number one ass nigga, yeah.
Yeah, what?
Let me get a large,
Large
fry.
number one.
We got a large number one. Going to McChicken. You know what I'm saying?
McChicken on the side just in
Yo,
case.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just in
I used
case.
to do that shit like
You know what I mean? Like,
them burgers not like when we were young, nigga. That Big
Nah,
Mac,
they're not the
that shit's not
same.
gonna cover you, nigga.
Nah.
My dad used to get a chicken sandwich and some fries, and that's dinner, nigga.
Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna do nothing to me right now.
Yeah.
Back in my day,
I need something on the side.
Big Mac was this big. This is a Big
I
Mac.
probably go.
This is a Big Mac.
I'm a BK ass nigga. I can't
You
help
a
it.
BK?
I do like a
BK be killing my stuff.
Wendy's,
that Whopper go crazy.
Taco Bell, McDonald's is trash.
But the
trash.
BK don't got no fries. Them shit's
fries is trash.
like
super
BK.
trash.
Yeah, I'm not big
Shout
on
out Raising
BK.
Cane's though. Them fries are
Just
nice.
because-
Raising Cane's
I
do
feel
be
like
fucking
BK
bro. I be getting that shit on
burgers
the way
give
home
me
from
like
work.
an
Fuck that.
aftertaste.
that shit
nigga.
yesterday.
BK, yeah.
Sauce.
Me too, and I had the sauce.
Yeah,
I feel like
Your
that
sauce
shit.
is just like
It
not
must be the
it.
mayo
Y'all
and all
niggas-
that
I feel like
extra
it's
shit.
Y'all niggas just need some Tums, bro. That's like
The sauce, yeah, I probably do need some tongue, but I know BK.
We shouldn't need Tums.
No, I know you should.
That chicken fries ain't
You know what
shit.
I've learned about
It's
Tums?
not shit. My son
That
loves
shit's
that
like
shit, though.
like
I
Vic's
know.
vapor rub, nigga.
If a kid.
Yo. Tums is like Vic. That's you can take Tums.
Dum,
Headache,
dum.
stomach ache,
I'm in.
heartburn.
Nope.
Yo, you take Tums. It helps. I'm telling you,
I think
nigga.
about Pop
That
That's
is
in the
not
day.
what
Like,
it's for.
Vic's vapor rub is not for everything, but we use that
No,
shit for
that
everything.
we do use
that, yeah,
We know
it
that
is,
for a
it is.
fact.
I put that on my
Tums
knees.
used-
I put that on my
Tums
knees
used-
every night,
nigga.
nigga.
I had a
Knees
stomach
every night.
ache, I had a bubble guts, I took a Tums, that shit went away,
The next
nigga.
day.
Yeah, you
But I
know.
got McDonald's.
That's the chewables right there.
Wendy's,
Okay.
Taco Bell and Burger King.
There we go, like that.
All right, well, as long as you got Burger King, talk about the bottom.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's where they go.
McDonald's not my first, but I go there the most.
Yeah, because it's a big conglomerate.
Most likely, it's
When you
always
see
the
that big M in
closest.
the sky.
Yeah, it's always
Arches,
When you're driving,
the two fry
you got
arches.
You just smoking. You had no plans of getting fast food that night. You see
no
that big
plans.
M glowing like
You on the way to this prayer?
yeah.
Do the
Like,
fucking
fuck it.
the Rick James.
that BK sign, the Wendy sign, don't do it for you like that.
Yo, for me, it's the
it don't-
McDonald's sign is always on the right.
It's right
Wendy's
there.
and Burger
How
King
you
gotta be on the other
conveniently-
side.
You're always there. Like I didn't.
I'm
know
not gonna lie to you.
Why's all over there?
McDonald's is definitely more accessible, nigga. I don't know why. It's always just like,
Man.
I just gotta pull in real quick, nigga.
Real estate, baby. They know how to play Monopoly.
Why they put you over there?
I gotta go on the
I fucked with you,
roundabout to
Wendy,
get
but you
to
way
you.
over there.
I know.
Sorry. All right, we gotta cut
sorry.
this out. Juan's gonna fall asleep back there. We gotta get. The niggas had a long night.
My fault, baby. That's good.
Who's you going with? Malika Andrews or Taylor Rooks?
I don't even know who these bitches are.
What?
Oh, they're like the ESPN commentators that look good. It's
They're the ones who have these
I
athletes
heard
saying
Malika,
random
though.
shit.
Malika's the girl on ESPN. She
Is that
does-
the mulatto one?
Yes.
Yes. I like her.
Taylor Rooks is the bad bitch you see. Like,
Larry
makes a
City.
oh, look. Can you pull this?
Where she be on?
little foxy muff.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Malika though, because I do like Malika. I just see her.
But you need to next name.
Nah, I don't see Taylor.
Trust me. Like, last time I asked this question, it was a resounding Taylor Rooks.
Yeah,
Like,
all right. Let me see.
You.
Niggas, I know you know what the niggas taking his Instagram fucking
The Beasley shit just went down. I'm out here.
Yeah, yo, bro.
Niggas taking his
Tell me
Instagram
after.
comments. I'm like, nigga, would you look that shit up,
That
please?
face off
Tell me
is
shit after.
crazy, bro. That face off was nutty.
See what happens when I don't have the fucking.
Yeah, but your fucking supercomputer shuts down the fucking audio, nigga.
Taylor
Rooks,
I
nigga.
gotta pick Shorty. I can't even. That's a dead question for me.
I gotta pick Shorty. I'm dead.
That's a dead question for me.
Not even
He picked his
hypotheticals,
wife.
nigga.
Nope.
You know what?
Picked his wife.
Nope.
You right. Me too. I'm not gonna forget. I mean, you know what? I don't even know.
Don't even put that away. Don't even look it up. Don't even look it up.
I don't even know why I brought up that bullshit. I don't even know why I even brought that question up. You know what? We're gonna move on to the next question.
yeah,
We're gonna do.
You can erase that one.
Because we're a
Malika.
table full of committed niggas and I don't know what the fuck.
The WNBA players.
I was just like, the two point guards in the WNBA.
Yeah, you know.
We got two kids. We got Malika, nigga.
My girl ain't gonna watch this shit.
Malika's a good hoop.
She says you watch it, but you're not making it this far into the episode. I know that. She watched the first 30 minutes. Once she's on the treadmill, that's it. All right. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, though.
You don't even laugh at my shit anyway. It doesn't matter, nigga.
I guess it's a wild shit right now. You have no clue until somebody else. That'll be my luck. Your man. I was watching your man's podcast.
And I went and I finished the whole thing. Made it all the way to the last
25-second reel of you that they post.
Yeah, I'm not put that shit on the real nigga. All right, Mello, T-Mac.
Wow. Shit.
T-Mac.
Tracy on the mile
Going two-way.
Yeah.
I gotta go Mellow.
I have to go Mello too.
I gotta go.
I mean, offensively, yeah, Melo, but I'm a two-way at heart.
But Melo can play defense.
No, he can't.
Yes, he could.
He can put a body on you.
Yeah, he can in the paint. Yeah,
He's
can
a
put
tough body,
but
too.
Tracy McGrady can move with you. Melo can't. No, he can't.
None of them niggas won.
Never
Anything.
really
No, he
won.
didn't.
Yeah, but one
It don't
was
even matter.
injured
But I
so
just
much.
seen more
That's so
of
nasty.
one than the other. That's why.
T-Mac is like, damn, man.
Because I really want.
That was like another
T-Mac.
Kobe.
You can't-
T-Mac was
yeah, like I can't.
Shit, Houston Rockets T-Mac.
He,
Man, scoring leader T-Mac, 30
yeah,
a game.
I might have to go T-Mac. My bad.
Melo's scoring 50
gotta-
with nothing else.
Yeah.
Close to the mic shot. This nigga's fucking. That nigga's in the other room, nigga.
That man in
My
Canada.
man, you know we're on the show, right?
Melo scoring
These
50.
niggas is crazy, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, Melo's dropping numbers with nothing else, nigga. He don't give up.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
That
That's
nigga gave me 6 boards.
He was getting a little,
Fuck out of here.
a little A boy.
He gonna steal his boards. Yeah. The big man gonna be right there. He gonna move.
I feel like if you're the start of the team, niggas should move on the rebound. You earned that.
You know?
You dead though.
If I'm
You
averaging
dead, though. Hey,
30,
Hey,
get the fuck out my way.
hey, Russell averaged triple-double doing that.
Nigga, I think Russell Lilly, that nigga locked you in his trunk if you took a rebound from him, nigga.
Real
That OKC
shit.
team, they were letting balls just bounce.
Real shit. Yo, Adams used to be like this on almost every single one, bro.
Tip it.
Yeah, real shit. Right to Russ. Like,
Got it. Go fast break.
real shit.
And
right
last,
next to him.
but not least,
For not
if you were an up-and-coming rapper,
bars.
what label would you want to sign to?
Damn.
Rockefeller or Cash Money?
What the fuck?
Think these all gonna be layups, nigga?
Nigga need to go solo on this shit. Nigga.
Yeah, he might go independent.
God damn, nigga. Ah, man.
They both gonna rob you.
Yeah, I was gonna
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, god damn, I might have to go.
Financially,
I might
probably-
have to go rock.
you have a better chance.
Yeah, I have to go rock. At least, yeah.
Still making money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? At least.
Yeah.
At least.
Damn.
I just, I don't like freaky ass Birdman over there.
You want to give him a kiss?
Nah, you know what I mean?
I like
He
to
doing-
forget. I like to forget that happened. my
I
nigga.
forgot all about that shit.
But not even that. I feel like.
We like to, as a whole
I
culture,
just
we
feel
like to
like
forget that.
I feel like he's just low key. I feel like he's just low key a weirdo in general. Like he's.
That shit was taking a picture.
I feel like when he first was like signing NLE Chopper and shit, it was like a weird vibe with him and that little young man, bro.
Yo, the problem was it like Baby has screwed over everybody. That nigga raised Lil Wayne since he was 11, and he screwed him over.
Oh, absolutely.
What the fuck is he gonna do to you?
Dwayne.
At least you know with Rock, you got
Dwayne
you got Dave
Carter's
Dash fighting for you and ruining your career probably. At least he's gonna fight for you.
And then Rock, that
got
nigga Jay Z just don't be around. So
Hey, yeah, but you can at least like use his style. Like he's not gonna help you, but you're like, I'm on a song with Jay Z. You know what I mean?
Jay Z's like the father who's just never home.
And, until you have a hot record, right? Yeah, I'm gonna jump on that.
Oh, you dropped 70. All right, I'm gonna have to stop by one of your gigs. I didn't know you was cooking like that.
Oh, you nice. Okay.
You got a record with Cameron.
That nigga had saw Ja Rule and DMX all in the studio and Money Cash Hoes. Cool little song. The nigga went up to his office.
I gotta get on it.
Yeah, Irv. Yeah, I'm gonna need that song, nigga.
Said that's mine.
That's mine. What else? The whole volume 2, he stole that shit.
Yeah,
Man.
And as you should. When you're the top dog,
Such a Rough Riders like.
Hey,
Rough Riders.
Yeah.
it's biggest shit.
what you do?
Volume 1 was like a.
Yeah. All right, shout outs.
Shout out.
I'm first. Bullshit I just said. I'm gonna shout out Nova Skin. That's my girl's facial.
What a great shout out.
Shout out if you want to get a facial, if you want to get your skincare done, go ahead to Nova Skin.
Yeah,
Do it.
yeah. That's what
Shout out to
like
Nerd
that.
Gods.
Shit. Shout out to the gang over here, man.
Shout out to y'all. Thanks for coming,
Shout out
man.
Uneducated MMA.
You already know.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah,
Shout out to bro.
Shout out
Shout out to Paces.
Shout out to you.
Take it.
Shout out to
Shout out
Faces.
to Ari and Sanchez for convincing me not to give you guys a 1-year ban.
Oh man,
Family,
it's a
baby.
Shout out.
brotherhood for real. That's why.
Nah, I never considered it. I never considered it. Not a 1-year ban.
Nah, I got shout out Shorty and the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out family, you know.
Everybody,
Little ones,
Everybody advice.
Everybody cover their
Dada
bases.
loves you,
Everybody
man.
cover their
Dada
bases.
loves you.
Cover their bases.
Uh-huh.
Shout out.
Yes, sir.
Young Soldier Success.
Dad gang.
Yeah, good looks for
course.
having us,
Yes, sir.
fellas.
Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
niggas, man.
Always
Real
a
talk,
pleasure.
man.
Always a pleasure.
Shout out
A
sports.
vibe like
Shout out
always.
sports.
I love sports.
Rocket Sports with
Love sports. I always got something to say.
I always got something.
Gotta
You said
have
something
his
wild. What
bag.
did he say? He didn't say something wild this time. Last time he said something crazy.
He's disrespecting the Jordan, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, we won't.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all gotta have us
I
come
remember
back
what
for
it
some.
was too, because I got a great memory, like an elephant. That nigga would
elephant.
be DeRozan. Right now.
Oh,
That's crazy.
And
I remember what I
that's
said.
And that's where we're gonna end. Thank you
love
guys
it,
for
though.
stopping by.
That's it.
we'll be back for more great debates. Because we got some debates coming. They gotta come.
Yeah. We'll have
I
you
don't
back.
know. I don't know.
We'll have you back.
Might be something.
Something.
Niggas might not like that.
Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry. We should end on Mike Lowry. Bad boy for life, nigga.
Boys for life.
Co-host REG, co-host Sanchez, I'm Melly Mel. We'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
806 The Show is a proud member of the Vibe Entertainment family, so make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as Facebook and the Gram. Leave us some comments, hit us with some likes, show us some love. You already know. It's 806 The Show.
806 The Show, you're. Take that. 806 The Show.